Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Shut Up and Die. This is episode 6. Right over here, I have Sky. Right over here, I have Ethan. Down right there, we have the guy, or Nick.
Yes.
And right over there, we have TJ, or T. And then right below me is our wonderful DM, Cody. Would you please take it away?
I'm on the bottom because I am one.
Hey, yo.
True. Any truers? I think I broke Jackson.
Oh,
Let's
boy.
hop into it. So, where we last left off, you guys had just made it into the Verbeegs cave. Group 1 consisting of Avatar, the guy, T, and Corey. Full-on frontal assaulted the ogre and the Verbeegs. Meanwhile, Abner snuck behind and took pop shots at him, eventually leading the ogre away while Guy killed the Verbeegs, getting the final blow. Abner then took the ogre to the tomb area that he found and very, very gruesomely murdered it by ripping out its eyes and fucking just going full fucking just murder.
It was an accident.
He murdered the thing.
Everything went wrong.
Your current objective now is to find the 3 casks that it stole and return it to Goodmead. Any questions?
Am I still passed out?
No. We've only passed you out because you left.
Okay, so
So I'll say you're waking up after the overexerting yourself.
Let's get those caskets.
Oh, well, I see you're up. Yes. Let's gather whichever supplies we can that the Verbeegs hasn't made use of.
Oh, God. Wow.
You guys kind of hear Abner talking to himself as he's doing all these movements, walking out of a tunnel.
Oh, hey, Avner, you okay
Hi.
over there?
Abner,
That's the
Yeah,
ogre.
don't go in there.
Oh, is there any
Oh.
stuff for,
Hold up, DM question.
Yeah, what's up?
Didn't everyone already reconvene at the end and?
Yeah, but I'm
see all that
retconning. I'm
anyway?
retconning that.
Cool. All right, fine. I walk out. Please, probably best you don't go in there.
okay, there's no supplies in there. No.
Nope. I found this pretty cool cloak right here. I don't know what it does. Looks pretty nice. Looks beautiful.
Cool, okay.
But I've
Okay.
just put it in my thing. Not even gonna wear it yet.
Okay.
Well, okay.
Yeah. Ogre's dead.
That's good news.
That-
Do you
Smoothly,
need a minute,
I
man?
hope.
No. Let's just go as soon as possible.
All right,
I
then
mean,
let's-
all right.
Yeah, let's collect the village's stolen
Right.
supplies.
Cody, how much gold would I have found in those coffins that
You've
they
already
would've
added it to your
found?
inventory. You added all the loot you took yesterday. Or not yesterday, last session. So basically what you have right now is what you had.
Oh wait, I only put it in the session
Yeah.
notes.
Can't remember it.
Silly goose.
Did I only put it in the session notes?
Corey, since you're
Yes.
the one who
Yes.
who pointed it out, roll a perception roll for me.
Yeah. Retrieving my die.
Dude, you should just shut
There
up
we
and
go.
die. That's the podcast.
Oh my.
And a threat.
Okay. Rolling
That
this.
should just be Nick's red nose right now. Honestly.
Okay,
Yeah,
dude.
I got a
Hey,
1.
Make him look like Rudolph, dude.
Got a 1.
He got that Rudolph going on.
Hold
on.
on. This motherfucker just rolled a 1.
Are you serious?
So Corey kind of begins looking around for the casts and any sort of loot he can find in this main chamber, and he has like his hand on his hips, just like this, going, "Yeah, that right there, that's a campfire."
Yeah,
Alright.
I don't really see the supplies. I can't. This campfire's nice though.
You haven't moved.
Dude,
What are you-
like,
What are you
We're-
doing?
we're
What?
just like in the same room that we had that battle in. Like,
You're- yeah.
yeah, they're not in here.
Step aside.
Fucking
May
default ass
I
walk
attempt-
cycle. Yeah, go ahead.
Walking like Vince McMahon. Just-
Also, everyone who watches this, send your get well soons to Nick because he probably has COVID.
I
Yes,
don't
he's
have
COVID, and I live in the same house
Also,
as him.
He's
Cody,
terminally ill.
I have dice on the way, but in the meantime, I'm no longer using Google.
You know what
That's
I'm using?
good news.
And you have to shake in
Oh,
order to
so
throw it.
cool. That's actually really cool.
That's actually pretty pog.
I want to
Hey,
use.
Ethan, what did you roll?
I want to use these
one.
ones, but
You
they're so
rolled a
fucking
1.
heavy.
All right, this is definitely better. We got a 13.
Nice.
Oh wait, plus my. Hold on.
Plus
what-
your modifiers.
Plus- How low did you? Do you
Which
not have any
probably, like-
perception modifiers?
No, hold on.
Oh
hold on.
well, I got like 4.
Oh.
To be my roll, but still, it's still a,
It's still a failing roll.
failing.
Still bad, fail, cringe, terrible.
Cringe.
I think if
Not
you roll a
1
1,
equals
it's
critical
automatically
fail.
just yeah.
Perception check is intelligence, right?
That's just perception.
Wisdom is
Oh,
perception.
Wisdom.
But you might also have extra modifiers to it.
I
That's
have.
why. That's why I never used just my base.
Yeah, you
And
never
then
know if you have a
extra.
proficiency in it.
Yeah, I have a lot of proficiencies because I'm like a variant human. So I get like fucking 3 or 4 extra proficiencies.
Man, who's this dude to my left just peepo talking?
You're right.
My proficiency. This proficiency. That.
Whoa!
I have a proficiency in your mom.
I need to upload that clip. I have a clip of Jackson going.
How much? I rolled a 13 plus 5.
So you kind of push
you
Corey to the side, and you start looking around. And so directly in front of you, right, due north, there is a passageway that kind of turns and dips to the left. To your right, there's one of the exits you scouted out, and then the 2 exits behind you, or the one that leads to the
Okay.
tomb, and then the exit you guys came in from. So really, the only 2
Okay.
places you haven't checked is the one to the right and one exactly north.
All right, I'll go north.
All right. Does anyone accompany him?
Yeah, I'll follow behind.
All right. So you trail
T, I'm
behind.
not-
Tag
The other
along.
door.
T's first to come
Do I
behind.
have to?
I'm gonna keep looking by this camp. I guess I'll go with you.
Well, I guess if everyone's going.
All right.
You can stay there. No.
Everyone roll a
No.
saving throw. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So you guys make it down the tunnel. It takes about 2 minutes to get there. It's much longer than it leads on. You guys find a stray goat in a pen, just kind of sitting by itself. Meh, meh. To its left, there's 3 barrels that look like they're cast for ale. And then there's also a chest that has a series of bones in it.
Can I look?
I'm just gonna.
Search the bones.
Anyway, there's a bunch of bones in here.
Can I look at the casks to see if they're like empty or anything?
Yes. Roll investigation.
All right.
Oh boy, here we go.
That is the wrong one. Okay, I got a 17 plus my modifier, which is 2. So I
You're
got
all
a
good. You're all
total of
good.
19.
You kind of lift up one of them, you kind of move them around, and on the bottom of one, you can see the symbol for good mead, which is like it's like a frothing ale of mug with a shield behind it.
Ale of mug.
Yes, I am tired. I woke up at 7 a.m. today.
When
Time to go to
sweat.
bed. 6?
Don't want to talk about it.
Well, it seemed that this is the last of the ale that they stole.
Ale mug.
Ale mug.
There are 3 of those barrels, and they all weigh
barrels.
they weigh quite a bit. I couldn't put an exact number on it, but for example, Guy and T probably wouldn't be able to carry them. Same with Avner.
I mean,
We're gonna have to.
So
Can I
these
try
are- so
lift
they're keg
2
barrels,
of
right?
them?
Yeah, they're pretty heavy.
I know how much those weigh.
Well, they're heavier than how you think they weigh.
I work in a
Fucking
brewery.
weakling.
Don't care, didn't ask. That's metagaming.
They're bigger than
They're bigger than normal
than-
ones.
Yeah, they're like big ass ones.
They're bigger than the commercial barrels. You know those indies.
Maybe like that. They're fucking massive.
But can I try to pick up 2 of them?
Yes. Roll for strength.
Okay. Come on. Come on.
I would like to pick up the other one.
Roll
I
for
got it.
strength with disadvantage.
You got this. Yeah.
All right.
Wow, what did you roll, Corey?
I got a 15 plus 3, so I got 18.
You lift up the first one with ease, kind of setting it on
Okay.
your shoulder, and you kind of bend down to grab the other one, almost dropping the first, but tightening your grasp, and then you kind of have them like this now. You feel weighed down, but you do have both of them.
Oh, okay. Well,
Um,
I think I could carry these for a little bit. We might have to take a rest in between, but we're good.
I would like to cast Unseen Servant
Mhm.
and see if I can have that help me carry a barrel.
Well, first and
Well,
foremost, what did you roll?
I rolled 2 12s, so I got 14.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize that was going on.
You go to lift it up, and you kind of get it off the ground, but you drop it. It doesn't take any
Can
damage.
I use my back? Can I use my back now?
You can attempt, yes. I won't make you roll anything.
Damn, never
You
mind.
kind of lift it up, and you put it on your back, and it kind of weighs you really down to the point where you had to put it down.
Fine.
It would take 2 people to carry it.
I walk over and I take it off his back and I try to carry it myself.
Roll for strength with
Alright.
disadvantage.
Okay.
My guy's big. He's beefy.
Well, yeah. How tall are you? How beefy are you?
Beefier than your mama.
That's probably true. My mom's
Ooh.
5 foot.
I know he's either not much taller than I am, or we're near the same height.
I think he
So
is
roll with
muscle.
disadvantage?
Yeah, I think he's
I think
muscly.
Avatar is 6'2", and I think Avener's 6.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
roll
he's a little more
disadvantage.
muscly.
Do I got two.
You got a 2.
You go to pick it out of Avner's hands, and you drop it, and it kind of gets a dent in the side.
How about
You
I
drop
ask
it on
Way to
your-
Avner,
go! Yeah, good job. You feel better?
Avner, how about we carry this together?
You could do
You
that.
gonna drop it?
Are you? You gonna break your back?
Let's go. Come on, let's
Oh,
go.
shit.
Come on, pick it up.
Really? Alright.
Let's go, pick it up.
Alright, I grab mine.
With you two carrying it, it is easy to carry.
You getting tired?
Would anyone
Yeah,
else like
Easy
to do
work, bro.
anything?
Oh.
Here, you walk forward, I'll walk back.
I think
Let's walk
I'm
side to
good
side.
actually.
Yeah, I'm
No,
chilling
that's too
back
wide,
here.
too wide,
Me
too
and
wide.
Dad chilling.
You guys kind of see,
Kinda whoop.
you guys see Avatar and Abner kind of like carrying the barrel, both struggling at times to coordinate, but they're doing it.
No. Right, left, right, left. There you go. Now you're getting it.
I guess I'll follow suit. and
Prick.
We'll be on our way back to the town.
All right. White woman identified.
Ginger?
Daywalker. Oh no.
You guys make it out of the out of the cave, right? That's what you guys want to do.
Yeah.
All right. Which
Yes.
direction are you heading? Are you heading back the way you came, or are you gonna head out a different exit?
I figured we'd go back the way we came because we pretty much straight shot it here, right?
For the
Yeah,
most part.
no reason to take
I
a
agree,
different
probably
way.
safer
Than,
that way, yeah.
Before we go, I'm gonna check that unexplored entrance.
All right.
ooh,
You
So I'm
s-
gonna
point.
I'm gonna help. We're gonna slowly guide the barrel down, and once it is secure, I'm gonna book it over.
perfect.
Too weak to carry it the whole way, huh?
Wait. And
No.
now, once I'm out of their sight, I'm gonna put on the cloak because it's a little cold in here.
All right.
Cloak.
Are you around them, or you? Oh wait, you said out of their sight.
Once I'm out of their
Hey,
sight, that's when I put the
metagaming.
cloak on.
So you
I'm not
bend.
metagaming. It's cold. The cave
They
is now
both know. They
colder.
both know. They talked about this.
No, Ethan knows
There's
about this. So does
something going on,
TJ.
yeah.
This is just something like a retcon that Nick missed and you missed. So he bends the corner. You guys just let him do whatever. Take it a quick rest. Corey sets his cast down. You put on this blue cloak, and as you put the hood over your head, you feel like you've shrunken in height.
Short
Not by much, maybe by like 3 inches. You also notice that there's some hair in your eye That usually
Can
isn't
I
there.
move it out of the way?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, it's interactable. Okay, that's good to know. Okay. Did my bun get undone?
You notice that your bun's no longer there, and that the hair goes much lower.
What in the hell?
Moving it, you can see that you are no
Check under your
longer
shirt.
yourself.
Check under your
You are
shirt.
now a female wood elf of pale skin and blonde hair.
Any armament? Or is it just?
You're wearing the cloak over your normal armor, which has shifted with your body.
So if I move the cloak, what do I see?
It's still the same. It's what your armor would normally look like, now fitted to a female body.
Oh.
This is weird. What kind of shoes I got on?
Just your boots.
Okay, so it's my outfit.
Yes.
Refitted.
Yes.
Appearance completely changed.
Yes, I have said this.
Okay, I just want to. Okay.
Also, your voice does not change.
Okay, this is
While he's doing that.
all right. I'm gonna keep going. I'm weirded out, but I'm gonna keep going.
All right. So as you kind of bend the corner, finally ending up at an entrance, you see the same forest that you guys came from, just a different part of it. There's a bunch of animal bones scattered around the front, some still bloody, and there's also fresh tracks leading in, which are presumably from the ogre that you slayed. And that is all you see, Abner.
Can I light a torch?
Yes. And I will mention now, by the way, guys, I didn't realize this until I was like doing a bunch of research. Icewind Dale's basically in like an eternal kind of like not darkness, but like most of the day it's very, very, very early morning. It's very dim. It's hard to see at times.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna light a torch and see what I can take in.
Roll perception.
I can do that.
I now have 3 sets of dice out because I'm a little hoarder.
That was a plus
Yeah,
5.
little whore.
I'm a little hoarder.
Durr.
I only got an 11.
Moving your torch around, you're kind of like shining it at like the trees and stuff, very slowly, very cautiously. Besides a few birds in the trees nesting, you do not see much. However, you are able to determine that it is early morning at the moment, just by like the animal and the wildlife currently out.
Could I tell from this position if it's a straight shot to the town? Or is it a better shot going back the way we came?
You would not be too sure. You could follow the Verbeegs tracks for as long as they lead, but you're not sure where it would lead exactly.
Okay.
Could be much longer to get back to Goodmead, or it could be much shorter. It's entirely up to you.
All right. I'm gonna head back to the gang, and I'm gonna take the cloak off.
Before you get there, or as you get there?
Just before.
Alright, so you kind of duck behind a wall, and you take the cloak off. Once it's fully off your body, you are completely back to normal.
Okay.
Everyone else sees Abner return.
Anything of interest?
Not really. It's just another exit. I couldn't really tell if it would be a better shot. I think it's just a safer bet to go the way we came.
All right.
Guy, could you do me a favor?
Yeah, what's up?
Could you roll a self-check? Just like a flat d20, no modifiers.
And your
14.
character now has COVID.
14 doesn't exist, thankfully.
You
Probably the
pass
plague
out.
does, though. Kind of examining yourself, you notice there's a bulge in your bottom left pocket on your coat. On your
Or
coat.
are you just happy to see me?
Like right here on your
Hey
cloak.
guy, what's that? You just
Nobody else
Okay.
notices this at the moment. And reaching in, you kind of feel like an oval structure. It's not smooth. It's very rough. It's bumpy, and it feels like warm and cold at the same time, like a lukewarm.
Okay. I take it out and take a little bit of a look at it.
Pulling it out, it's about this big within your hand, and it goes about up to
Okay.
yay big. It is
Oh,
a
Jesus,
no,
that's
not
huge.
yay. Sorry, about yay big. Sorry. Still pretty big, though. Still pretty bulbous. The moment you see it, you recognize this as the white egg you picked up when you were looking for tea in the icy cavern. You remember
I
that?
picked up White.
In episode 2, you were exploring the mines, and you found a white egg tucked in like a nest. You kind of
Okay,
picked it
yeah.
up because it was the only one there.
Yeah,
No
okay.
idea.
At this point,
I don't
nobody
know
else
if I
sees this
remember
just
that,
yet.
but
It's in episode 2,
obviously
closer
I
to the
would.
end, if you want to recap. Bless you,
Let's
Isn't
see.
and our Lord in
Thank
heaven,
you.
Bahamut,
Allah.
Ali.
Allah, inshallah. Is there anything you'd like to do with the egg at this time?
I'm
Can cook it.
kind of intrigued. I would like to see if I can tell if there's anything. If it's like, is there something in the egg?
Roll for nature.
Nature check.
Natura.
Lol W nature check. Lol W got an 8.
8.
Yeah.
To your knowledge, the warm, like the lukewarm nature, would possibly signify that something is alive within, but you're not familiar with this type of egg. You would need someone who's more familiar with animals to help you with that.
Hey, Corey.
Yes.
Hey, I picked this up. I just totally forgot about it until now. I picked up this egg thing a little while ago.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think there's anything like in here?
Roll for
I didn't
nature
wanna-
with advantage.
I didn't want to break it open and
Me?
cook it or anything
Yes.
like that.
Well, let me take a look here.
Guy, you've also noticed that the amount of times you've fallen, it should have cracked by now, but it seems to be extremely sturdy.
Right, because I've just had it in like my front pocket.
Exactly. It seems to be extremely sturdy. And it's much
I got a
bigger than you
natural 20.
remember. Oh,
Natural 20.
oh, okay. Corey, you kind of grab the egg and you begin examining it. You kind of grab like the torch and you kind of shine it under it. And what you see inside is like a like when you shine lights over an egg, right? How you can kind of see the embryo within.
Yeah.
You see a small little creature. It's curled up
Little creature.
and it's got a long tail, a nice big mouth, 4 legs, and what seem to be tiny nubs on its back. It looks like it's close to hatching. It has it has 2 nubs like on its shoulder-ish area.
So you said long tail, small mouth.
It's got a decent mouth. To your knowledge,
Now
this looks like a lizard.
Okay.
Well,
Oh fuck. I
better
forgot.
not be a lizard, but from what I can tell, I'm not too sure. It's got a tail. Just keep an eye on it.
I'll do that. Do you know anything about lizard care?
Oh, unfortunately, yes. Well, you want to keep it warm, for one thing. Where did you find this egg?
In a nest?
In the tunnels where you were looking for tea, to your knowledge.
And the tunnels where I was looking for tea, to my knowledge.
Maybe it keeps warm geothermally. I'm not sure. But yes, it's cold-blooded lizards, and so you want to keep it warm. Feeding, eat fruits, bugs. They're omnivores, so many different things. Other than that, well, just make sure it sheds nicely. And keep it away from me.
All right.
I want to try something really quick, actually, if that's
Go
alright.
ahead. Go ahead.
I have an idea.
What is your idea?
Okay, so I have the egg back in my hand, I'm assuming.
Yep, you're holding it within your hands, yeah.
There's something weird about this, man. I've
It
had
is
this.
lizard.
I've had this in my front pocket for a long time. I have fallen over, slept, rolled over on it, been in freezing cold temperatures. And this egg is still this egg is like warm to the touch.
Hmm.
That's not normal.
No, I wouldn't
Like
say
I know we
so.
encounter a lot of strange shit, but that's not normal. I have an
I would
idea.
assume that it wouldn't survive the conditions that it's been put through so far.
I look for just like a hard, like edged surface.
Mhm.
And I attempt to crack the egg.
Oh, okay, yeah. Roll for animal handling.
Just lightly, by
Yeah,
mind you.
yeah, I figured as
I'm
much.
not trying to like smash it.
Are you like testing to see if it's ready to hatch or not?
I'm testing to see because obviously there's something up with it. I'm testing to see if I even can.
Hmm.
So if it doesn't break at all, I'm just gonna tap a little bit harder. Animal handling. That's a 12.
You kind of walk over. The rest of the party has begun to notice you holding an object in your hands, but they can't seem to make it out. And you walk over to the closest rock you possibly can find that would have a nice enough surface, and you lightly tap it, and you feel something move around inside the egg. There's nothing there's no like sign of damage on the egg, however.
I tap a little bit harder.
You tap harder, and you can feel the thing move around a little more. The egg has still suffered no damage. It would seem to your knowledge that this egg seems to have some sort of... It's evolved to have some sort of protective layer on the outside to prevent any predators from opening it.
Okay. All right. That's all I really needed to know.
I will mention, by the way, now, you can still feel it like kind of moving around. It seems like it's more active than it was before.
I woke it up a little bit. Seems like. Alrighty. I'll put it back in my pocket.
All right.
Hey, I'll explain what that was in just a little bit.
Was that food, guy? I'm starving, man. Let's eat that.
I couldn't crack it open. It seems like there's.
Yeah, I bet Corey could crack it open. I'm starving, man.
Starving Marvin over here.
Food?
I wouldn't recommend that. There's
do
a
you-
living
what do you
creature in there. It's not going to be as tasty. You'll have to deal with the embryo.
Well, Corey, I don't know how much longer I can go, man.
Hypocrite.
I get a little bit angry when I
Maybe
get
we
hungry.
should have
Hypocrite.
gotten rid of that fox.
Yeah. Mhm.
Don't you think?
Oh, interesting.
Hypocrite.
I just really wanted to see it cracked open, okay? Fuck you guys.
I'm just fucking with you. So, would anyone else like to do anything, or are you guys ready to press on towards Gunmead?
We press.
We press.
Yeah,
Okay.
you go ahead.
Corey,
Go on.
you lift it back up. You lift up the barrels again. You two start carrying it.
Come on, Avner.
A little more coordinated this time after, taking a little bit of a breather from each other. And you guys
You get a little
start...
bit stronger when you went on that walk.
What?
1 second. And you guys start making your way west towards Icewind Dale. Or not Icewind Dale, Goodmead. Stopping at your camp along the way. Once you get there, the fire, everything else is put out. Looks like fresh snow has covered it. After, you immediately notice the horses you've brought along have fled.
Shit.
Well,
And their tracks are completely missing.
we walked here anyways.
Looks like Avner owes his queen some money once he gets home.
I can
You
cover
good,
it.
Avner? What happened?
I don't know. Well, my horses are gone, and now I owe a debt.
The
Cool.
horses?
Yeah, he brought.
What?
So when he
Yeah.
time traveled, he brought horses back with him, with supplies for
I
everyone.
remember.
Okay, I didn't know if you remembered or not.
Yeah.
Just in case anyone forgot.
Didn't Avatar come back with him?
No, Avatar
no,
came
he
back
went
with you.
Okay, right. Yeah.
Can I do
Oh,
a perception
okay,
check?
skipping through the
Yeah, what are you
field.
looking
Just to
for?
see if I'm looking for any sort of broken branches or anything in the surrounding area that I kind of give information.
Roll with disadvantage.
Oh.
Roll with disadvantage on all perception checks because your character needs glasses.
You can tell from the camera; it's so blurry.
I got a 6. I don't know if you heard that.
You're looking around, and you've determined that a blizzard came by rather recently and has covered any of all tracks.
Man, can't see jack shit.
Alright, guys. Well, we made the walk here. We can make the walk back. It'll just be a little bit less comfortable with these barrels.
All right.
How much of it's downhill?
Correction, by the way, I meant to say east. It's at a steep, like, downhill angle.
It's at a steep downhill angle.
Yeah, not very elevated off the ground. It's just kind of uphill a little bit. But
Alright,
with the
so maybe-
snow, lack of snowshoes, and any sort of things to traverse snow, it would be still pretty difficult to walk through. But you aren't
But
going
that
to do
means, but
Alright.
that means that we can kind of roll the barrels down a little bit. If need
Yes.
Let's get this
So
over
we
with.
Where are we
can-
heading?
So we
back
don't have to. We're heading back to Goodmead.
Oh, okay. I thought we were going to the campsite. I thought I was.
You are
No,
at the
we're
campsite
there.
currently.
We're there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, because we just passed out on our way. All right, guys. I figure since the rest of it's mostly downhill, we can lay some of these barrels down. Mostly rolling down. It's snow, so they're not gonna get away from us or anything like that. But that'll take a lot of the stress off our backs and shoulders.
All right.
And here, it's this easy.
Roll for performance.
I'm gonna keep holding mine.
Yeah, you have Corey set one down for you.
So who's gonna set it down first?
18.
18. You start kind of rolling it, and then you're like, I can show off. You step on top of the barrel, and you kind of walk while it's
Yes.
rolling. Kind of just
Alright,
showing
and
off
I'm-
to everyone else.
I'm going, and so you said it's kind of steep. How steep is that? Am I gonna get away from everybody if I keep going?
No. It's at a very like that kind of angle.
All right. So I jump and turn around, and I'm running backwards now on the barrel. And I say, "Oh, come on, guys!"
Abner, you think we can tandem that?
We're not doing that. We're just gonna keep holding it.
All right.
All right. You guys begin heading due east towards Goodmead. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves while you're walking.
I'm so tired,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm
Mhm,
so
mhm.
hungry. And if we don't get paid enough to get some good food for this, I don't remember how much we're supposed to be getting paid. That's how tired and hungry I am.
I
Dude,
don't
same.
think we ever
I don't-
discussed a
Yeah,
we're
specific
not.
reward.
Wasn't
We
there
did
like
this
I-
so we
grand?
could have a
Ouch,
place
and
to
I pull out
stay.
the rations for one day. Here you go, guy.
I'm
Have a
sure
little
they
bit.
will have plenty of food
Thank
for
you,
us
T.
free of charge, as
Bite.
such they did when we
You-
first
you too.
arrived and offered.
And I did like when Popeye eats spinach and my arms just get really big. And I pick up all 3 barrels and start running.
I'm still holding on to mine.
Abner, you have been able to discern over the last few days, kind of like gauging the temperature. It seems Icewind Dale averages as about at about negative 49 degrees Fahrenheit. It is extremely cold.
Fuck. That's no joke.
Yeah. Luckily, you guys are all wearing winter clothing right now that Warden Bardon
Right.
gave to you. So
It's
you
kinda
guys
like
are very
deadly,
warm.
though. I don't know.
That reminds me, we gotta kill that bitch.
As you guys kind of make it out of the forest, down the hill quite a bit, onto flat terrain, guy kind of struggling to roll his barrel now. You can see the glow of Icewind. I keep calling it Icewind Dale. You can see the glow of Goodmead reflecting over the nearby lake, and you see
my
townspeople, at work, cleaning, getting snow off their roofs, that sort of thing. And you have now entered the town. People are kind of looking at you with like curiosity. You can kind of hear whispers going, "Did they? No, they did." and they're all like very like eager to see what you're doing. And you guys have made your way back to the mead hall, where the woman who hired you, what was her name? I don't remember her name. I'm just gonna call her
Here, lady.
Eleonora.
That works.
She steps out, the human lady, very beautiful, late 20s, mid 20s. She steps out and she just has a fucking mile-wide smile on her face. She kind of gestures for a few people to come outside. Come, come! And they grab the barrels from you guys, putting them on like a dog sled, pulling them into the shop. And she quickly urges you guys inside, sits you guys at the bar counter, and she pours you all a nice glass of honey mead ale. Or just honey mead, sorry, not ale. And she hands you all a nice plate of knucklehead trout.
Oh my.
Here, you must be starving.
I'm not usually a drinker, but you don't know how much I need this. And I proceed to just down the entire mug.
Corey,
You're
it
kidding.
tastes
Another one,
delicious. T, you get an
I just
immediate
keep
refill.
growing faster.
This shit bussin'.
After I take a good drink of the frothy mead, I just chow down, like a visceral beast. And my
God.
inner Goliath comes out.
I was beginning to
Wait,
forget
he's
that
over
he
here.
was a Goliath.
He has a thing. He tends to do that.
It's
Slow down.
oddly terrifying.
Ugh.
You're gonna hurt
That's
yourself.
Hey,
delicious.
James, bring him another plate.
Damn, it was hot.
Yes.
Corey, you
yes,
get 2 more
please.
knucklehead trout put on your plate.
I just keep going. And I down another drink.
She's
You know what? Feeling like I'm missing out. I'm gonna start trying to mimic, and then just gonna start going for it.
you realize that it tastes phenomenal. Whoever cooked it is an amazing
I'm gonna
cook.
keep doing it then. That shit great.
Also, you guys haven't eaten like anything besides rations in the last few days, so it's gonna taste good anyways.
Yeah, I'm also
fucking
chowing down and guzzling.
So I take it that the Verbeeg was slain?
Oh, yes, it was.
Yes, indeed. Quite the feat, quite the fight.
Then Kendrick
And
has been
speaking
avenged.
of, I'm gonna need a change of clothes sometime soon.
Yes.
Like, I must be terrifying till I'm soaked in blood.
You are quite soaked in blood. It's dried or frozen, whatever you want to call it. She's kind of like looking you up and down.
Starting to turn brown.
Anyways,
Right.
Hey, guys, she's into you.
as we agreed on, you all have rooms for the next 10 days. And certainly I'm sure we can arrange at a discounted price for you guys to stay longer if you'd like.
Yes.
Each room has a set of bunk beds in it. You can choose to have 2 separate rooms or just one. It's up to you. Also, Olivessa, she wanted to speak with you. She's the cast maker here and successor to Kendrick, the town speaker that was slain by the Verbeeg.
All right, where is she?
She should be in the shrine of the Flaming Sword.
What time would it be by the time we got there?
It is now late afternoon, to your knowledge.
Okay.
Took you guys about 2 hours to get back.
Hold on. Give me a second.
You said she's a cast maker?
Yes, she's she makes the very barrels you brought here. She was good
Oh,
friends
I
with
see.
Kendrick.
Well,
Well,
I'm glad we were
I
able
reckon
to
as soon as-
avenge him.
as soon as we're done eating here, I'm sure we can head over and speak with her.
Yeah, she spends most of her days off tending to the shrine or working on her interior greenhouse.
I see.
And what is this shrine that you speak of? I'm not sure I'm not sure I've been there yet.
It's close to the docks. It's an older building. I'm not exactly sure who the shrine is for. As you know, I'm from Neverwinter. I'm not from around here. All I know really is that the town, they tend to use it for community gatherings, or they used to. It's currently holding Kendrick's body as well, before we sent him off on a funeral.
I see. Well, all right.
What,
Thank you.
when is the ceremony? I'd like to attend if possible.
I'm sure Olivessa would have all that information for you.
All right, I will inquire there. And props to the chef, by the way. Please
Oh,
give him my thanks.
absolutely. This was
This
incredible.
is delicious.
Between you and I, James makes the best knucklehead trout anywhere in 10 towns.
James, you said?
Yes.
I'd
Alright.
say this is the best knucklehead trout I've had in my entire travels.
Ooh, now that is a compliment, sir. You, and she points at you, guy. Come with me, I'll go get you some more clothes.
Thank you so much.
Alright.
Then I head back with her.
Alright. Before I kind of follow Guy here, do any of you guys want to do anything inside the building or outside? Motherfuckers eating.
You read it.
I would like to use the restroom.
Go
Take
ahead.
a fat shit.
Go ahead. T kind of walks outside after announcing this and steps into the outhouse out back.
Have a
So
good
I
shit.
just found out that the sequel to the Murder on the Orient Express is already out.
Oh, cool. Anyways. Guy, you follow her upstairs, and she leads you towards the very far room on the left. She opens it up, and it seems to be a storage room of sorts. Racks of clothes, barrels, crates. And she kind of starts maneuvering. It seems like it will take her some time to pick something out if you'd like to make conversation.
So, how long have you been living here in 10 towns?
About 5 years.
5 years.
Yes, I moved here after my father grew ill.
Just a second.
Who are you talking to? There is no one else in this room.
He has imaginary friends.
Where the fuck
Yeah,
did you
dude.
come from?
You're just
you move.
you're just creeping behind her. Just, hey, how you doing?
I'm
Where
just
am I?
like I'm like on the other side of the wall, like peering through a little hole.
Oh no, I'm tap scratching on the door.
I'm retconning all that. You motherfuckers dined in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have another glass of ale and I'm getting a little tipsy.
It's never good when Corey gets drunk.
You said it was 10 town?
10 towns.
And
It's
who
a-
am I with right now?
You are with the party at the moment.
Oh.
I'm sorry, what's up?
We can continue where we left off. Yeah, I moved here around 5 years ago after my father began to grow ill. He's in much better health now.
Well, that's good to hear.
That was before the never-ending winter happened, however.
Before? Was this place not always like this?
You don't know?
I don't believe I do.
Oral, she's a goddess that cursed 10 towns. I'm not too familiar with the lore of the god of anything like that. I don't practice myself, but
Okay.
to my knowledge, 10 towns did something to upset her, and for the last few years, the entire town's been subjected to eternal winter. There used to be beautiful summers here. It was like a warm tundra when I first came. The lakes weren't
That's
so
sad to
frozen.
hear.
The rivers were flowing with fish. Now it's just a barren wasteland.
You know, I've actually I show my palm.
She's kind of looking at it. This mark's familiar. Tomorrow?
I've actually, yes.
Ah, my father was a worshipper.
I am actually Tamora's current champion.
And she kind of laughs us off, thinking it's a joke.
I just have some energy flow through my palm to light up the
With like prestidigitation.
thing. Yeah, prestidigitation.
Oh. Listen, I know about magicians' tricks. No need to impress me. And she hands you like a nice, like, well-knitted like tunic with like a vest over it. Much nicer than what you've been wearing for the last month.
Awesome.
They seem to be like nobles' clothes. This belonged to Kendrick. I'm certain he won't be using it now.
Unfortunately, not. Again, I'm sorry for the town's loss. Seems like he was a well-respected man.
He was a great town speaker and a good man.
I change into the clothes.
All right. You can step behind the changing wall and you get out of your bloody clothes, kind of just tossing them in a bin. And you step out now looking swagalicious as fuck, my boy.
Swagalicious as fuck.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Let me get a sheesh, Skylar.
Sheesh.
There we go. You hear that from downstairs. This food bussin'.
Sure, what time is it?
It's not even.
Doing that.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I think I'm alright.
All right. We'll go back to everyone else who has just finished their 5th helping of knucklehead trout.
Oh no, I'm still eating, bro.
Oh,
That was delicious.
James kind of
So,
peeks his head out the door.
Need more.
I don't think we got that much fish left in the back.
That's okay. I'm certainly full now.
So,
Ugh.
T, man, this is a nice town. How are you liking Tit Town? I mean, Tit Town. Anyways.
Fuck up.
Damn.
Man, you got owned.
L plus ratio plus shut the fuck up.
Man, you got fucking shredded. Man cut you off a slice of bread and just
Shut up
fucking...
and die.
You got told to shut the fuck up.
Alright. What would you guys like to
What
do?
the fuck was that?
It was a Friday reference.
you
Ah,
uncultured
damn.
swine.
Go
Jesus.
and pass out. And I would like to bring a keg of the honey mead with
Watch
me.
a movie, bro.
They do not let you take a keg.
I take as much as I can take.
They hand you 2 mugs of the honey mead, and you head upstairs to one of the rooms.
I'd
Wake
like
me
just
morning, come.
one more mug.
Aye.
Alright, so T is incapacitated. He's just, you hear him
I-
fall on the floor and not even hit the bed.
Oh shit, not my loafers.
Is he gonna be okay?
He'll be fine. That's just how he is.
He's drunk more.
I'll send someone up there to put him in the recovery position.
That's probably a good
Thank you.
idea. Saves us the trouble.
Could I get
Go
one
put him in the
more
recovery position.
mug of mead, and then I'll be retiring to my quarters.
She pours you a she turns around, pours half water, and then half mead, and then hands it to you.
Thank you, madame.
I don't think you should have any more.
No, he shouldn't.
Cut him off, please.
Don't worry, it's half water.
Thank you.
So Corey, do you
Alright.
head upstairs and retire to your bed as well?
I do so.
You actually make
hobble.
it to the bed. You almost trip over T, and you just climb on the first bunk you see.
Oh, what are you doing there?
Little rat.
Little rat.
The rest of you, the more sober of the 4, what would you like to do? You can explore the
I'm-
town, speak with Olivessa, go to bed, your choice.
And is it still like mid-afternoon?
It's like late afternoon, like turning into evening. So probably around like
Okay.
4 or 5-ish.
I reckon I could go down for a
So
nap.
wait, who's left?
You, Avatar, Guy.
And I'm actually also gonna retire to quarters for a couple hours. Probably not for the night. I'm assuming, since it's only like 5 or 6.
All right.
Well,
Eleonora
gonna-
kind of taps you on the shoulder. Would you like a wake up call?
Yes, please.
How long?
Just hour and a half, 2 hours.
She kind of grabs an hourglass, tilting it the other way, and you head upstairs and go to bed.
Thank you so much.
Ooh, you know what? That might be a good idea. I'm gonna do that too.
All right. That leaves Avatar.
I head to bed as well, but on my way see TJ, so I
Who?
pick him up.
Who?
T.
Old pal T. I just
But
I
I-
let J there, so I
yeah.
have a stutter.
My save.
I pick him up, and I just kind of go, All right, and I take him over to one of the beds. I lay him down, and I kind of lay. It's bunks, right?
Yeah.
I get on the bunk above him to make sure he's gonna be all right.
All right, and that kind of max out that room's kind of size. Another person, it would start getting cramped when everyone woke up. So Abner and Guy, you two kind of head into your own room, and this one has not a bunk bed. It just has 2 beds with a table in between.
Nice.
5 feet apart because they're just bros.
Nice. That's what's up.
But they can be pushed together if they want to be
Wait. Is it? Are they close enough where a homie
What
can
is
dab?
that?
A homie can dab.
A homie can dab.
Is that dab?
What is that?
That is
fucking
Mexican
resin.
black tar heroin.
That's resin?
It's bong resin.
Here's how much resin I have.
That's
gross.
Mexican
Not
black
that
tar
This
resin.
was
heroin.
this was clogging the
resin.
downstem.
My God.
Wow.
It's
Dude, use that thing like,
It's like a ball of earwax. Dude.
so fucking gross.
yummy.
Ah, Gabby.
Oh, dude, TJ, that actually looks like such a comfy blanket.
He
Holy
loves
shit.
a blankie. All right.
I can't hear you because I'm sleeping, but yes, yes.
So,
Oh,
Guy, Avner, you both enter the room around the same time. Guy just kind of
Okay.
gives you a peace sign and daps you up, and then he lays into the bed on the left-hand side of the room. Kind of falls
I'll
asleep
take right.
face first. Are you passing out as well?
Yeah.
All right. So, did you have a set time to wake up, Avner?
When he wake up.
Okay. So, 2 hours pass for you guys. You can hear the other 3 just snoring very loudly in the other room. It's kind of muffled. You just hear like a... Corey.
It's my beer.
All right. What
Get
kind
away
of rest
from
was that?
That was a short rest.
Oh.
There we go. Nice.
You guys, Guy gets tapped on the shoulder by Eleonora, and she kind of turns to you, tapping you. Would you like to be awakened too?
Thank you very much. Yes, please.
No problem. And she leaves the room, heading back downstairs.
Before she does, hey, excuse me.
Yes.
Is there anywhere where I could find or either borrow or purchase any kind of fishing equipment?
I am not exactly sure, as I'm not a fisher myself, but I'm sure there is a general store. It's more of a trading company, but they might carry fishing poles.
Okay.
There's a blacksmith as well, but he more deals in repairs. And then maybe one of the fishermen could also lend you a fishing pole.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Oh, where could I find that general store?
The general store will be on Main Street. Basically, you step out and you head left for about 5 minutes.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
All right. I'm gonna go fishing. You want in?
Is it fishing time?
If you want to go fishing.
Everyone put on the MILF hat. Man, I love fishing.
Man, I love fishing. Yeah, boy. All right.
All right.
I will put on my. You know what? I don't fish very often because I'm not a
Neither
super
do
huge
I.
fan of fish. But that fish I had earlier was so fucking good.
See, that's where I'm coming from.
I've got to go fishing
Exactly. That's where I'm coming from.
because I
So
gotta see. Is it the chef or is it the fish? You know?
Yep.
Because maybe it's just the fish. Maybe this fish is just really fucking good, and I'll quit being a merc for hire, and I'll start just selling fish.
I might take you up on that.
Can I get woken up by this conversation and chime in?
They are keeping to themselves, to my knowledge. Are you guys raising your voices at all?
Not,
We're also
not
in a different
particularly.
room.
Also in a
Oh,
different
that's
room,
true.
so I don't think
Then
you'd be able to
never
hear
mind.
them. If you'd like to
Then,
wake up, you can naturally.
I'm gonna go fishing.
All
So-
right, I'll do some fishing.
So you kind of like put on
Let's-
your
let's just
coats.
sleep.
You gotta bundle yourselves up. And,
I'm gonna open the door to their room and look and go. Sleep.
And hey, I actually, I think I'm going to take just a little bit of a short break,
Mhm.
and be back probably in less. I should be back well before 10:30, and we should still be going.
Yeah, we're fine. So as you
Alright,
guys step
so
out,
I'll just be fishing for a little bit. I'll just stick to the pole, you know.
yeah, guy goes, I'm gonna go hit up some
As
fishermen.
they say.
As they say.
As they say, stick to the pole. I also like off the record, out of character a little bit. That lady at the bar.
Mhm.
I think she's into me.
That's what I was saying.
Finna cheat on
That's
his
what-
wife, goddamn. Finna cheat on his wife.
Dude, as if
For the second time.
I need to
Why
just,
is she
I just
not-
need to in character have a letter arrive to you some way that it's divorce papers.
you did, bro. Like not actually like.
Oh, that's right. The letter still has
physically,
yet to
but-
be sent.
But I've seen it. Like I know that she's like.
Guy's
doesn't, like, care
justifying
about
his
me.
he's justifying his cheating on her crying and writing a letter he couldn't read.
No, I read it.
No,
I
you
could-
didn't
I
read
could-
it.
I didn't read
No,
it.
you just know she was crying and stressed.
I
I
had
just
a
like to
vision.
imagine guys just sitting with a pole right now, just thinking to himself, this is all in his head. Just
No, he's saying this out loud, and Abner's just.
No, Abner's not. You're not with him. He guy, for brevity's sake, you hopped on a boat, like a rowboat, with another old man to go fishing, who was coming from Goodmead, from
Me and-
the meat hall.
Me and this old man are gonna have some banger conversation.
I just imagine as the boat's sailing away, Abner's kind of waving him off, and all you can hear is it really cheating if I don't know if she loves me anymore?
just
Yeah.
No, so hear me out, man. Hear me out. I have this vision. And
No way. What kind of pipe weed are you smoking? Because I want to try it. Any excuse to
You're
divorce
bringing
my
people
wife.
on board.
Any
Alright,
excuse
I'll
to
be
divorce
back
my
in.
wife.
I'll be back in just a little bit, guys.
So yeah, you hear that as they that's canon, by the way, as he sails off. I'm making it canon because it's funny. Where would you like to head, Abner?
All right. First things first. I'm gonna go to that general store.
All right, let me pull up a map of Goodmead really quick so I can give you better descriptors. So you step out, you take the 5 minutes to the left, and you're in the middle of Main Street where people are still like cleaning things, heading back inside their shops. It seems as if they close shop kind of late since it's a smaller town, or kind of early. I mean, since it's a smaller town. Immediately at this kind of intersection to your right, you do see a building that still has its lights on, and a wooden sign of like it's like a wagon, and it says Goodmead Trading Company.
That's the one.
That would be the general store. You make your way over there. You also kind of peek to your right as you're heading that way, and directly across the street there's a building called Gresner's Elixirs.
Ooh, kind of cool. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going to the general store.
All right. 1 second here.
Yo, TJ looks like me second episode, bro.
He does. So you step inside.
Up and just-
There's like an older man, gray hair. He seems to be late 50s. He's kind of cleaning the counter, flipping through some books. Be with you in just a moment.
No worries. I'm just gonna look around. Not really looking for anything in particular. Just kind of taking the setting in.
He kind of adjusts his spectacles, closing the book. We close in about 10 minutes, but I'm sure I can help you with something.
Yeah. By any chance, do you have a fishing pole and some bait?
Fishing pole on some bait. Well, as
Maybe a
you can
couple
see,
lines.
he kind of like gestures his hand around the shops. They seem to be bulk supplies, typically used for trading. Well, there's some bulk bait that'd run you about 15 gold. That'd last you a couple months. Fishing poles, I can't really help you there. I might have something in the bag that's personal of mine, but I'm sure I could let you borrow it.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'd be greatly appreciative.
Right away. Go ahead and grab that bait. I'll be right back. Could I crack?
Actually,
Oh, go ahead.
do you have cheese?
No. You can try the bakery though.
All right, thank you.
He kind of moves the door like wide enough to where you can kind of peer in. There seems to be like a desk with a high elven woman, much later in her life, kind of working. She seems to she's like crow's nest. She seems to be very focused. She's very much a
Damn, that's
businesswoman
an
from what you can
old
tell.
elf.
Yeah,
Fuck, that's an old elf.
high elves of D&D live to like I think 500, so she'd probably be around 300, 400.
She's up there. Whew.
What did I say about leaving the door open? It's alright, Aldif.
Bam.
She kind of looks up. A customer, hello. And she kind of gets back to work.
I'm gonna politely not look. I'll turn my back, not politely.
He comes back with a silver fishing pole. It's got like a nice fine wood. It looks like it hasn't been used in a while. What's it called? The string. It has a name, doesn't it? The line.
The fishing line.
Yeah, the fishing line. You can see that it's kind of ratted and not straightened properly. Can't promise it'll work well, but this is the best I got.
That's just fine. I appreciate the gesture. I'll take it. And then I will reach down and I will pull out one of my daggers, twist it, and then hand it to him as insurance.
Ah, thank you. Kind of opens up a lockbox, turning the key first, sets the dagger inside. Yeah, whenever you want to bring that fishing pole back, I'll give you your dagger back, friend.
Perfect, and I'll extend out a hand.
He shakes your hand. Name's Gresham, by the way.
It's wonderful to meet you. I'm Avner.
Nice to meet you, Abner.
Nice to meet you as well, Christian.
So are you buying the bait?
No, I'm gonna head to that
Is it?
bakery.
Okay.
I'm gonna head to that bakery.
You know,
Now I'm looking for cheddar cheese.
So you step out and you kind of begin looking for a bakery. He didn't really give you an exact direction, so I'll have you roll perception.
Okay, well I know that's a +5 modifier. Ho ho ho, baby! 23.
Jesus. 23, alright. You kind of look
I roll an
down.
18.
You would peer to your right first. You see some sort of another illuminated building. You're not exactly sure what it would be. You can hear like clanking metal, so possibly a smithy. Then turning left, you can see what seems to be a smaller building, and you can kind of begin to smell the scent of like a cinnamon and a lavender coming from it.
I'm gonna head there.
As you get closer, you also smell a strong hint of honey.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going.
All right, you were at the front door, which is human-sized. Do you step in?
Yeah.
Stepping inside, the interior is kind of weird looking. The counter is much smaller than like a human. It kind of goes to about like your waist. A lot of like the racked foods are much lower, as if someone smaller could reach them. And you kind of hear shuffling coming from behind the behind the counter, or like in the back towards the kitchen. It doesn't seem like your presence is known yet.
Hello?
Oh, just a moment, just a moment.
I'm gonna just put my hands behind my back and just take a look around politely and all that.
You kind of hear a small footsteps coming up, and then you hear like a stool move. And looking down, you see a middle-aged halfling woman. She has like red hair, and she's kind of graying too. How may I help you?
Hi, I'm looking for cheese.
Cheese. Reginald, honey, do we have any cheese? Yeah, I got a roll of like either Swiss or cheddar. I'm not exactly sure.
I'll take whichever one's the yellowest.
Yeah, no, might as well get rid of this. He kind of pulls out this big wheel of cheese. Big for him, medium sized for you, probably about that big.
Okay.
And he sets it down before you. 5 silver pieces.
Done.
He kind of takes it, puts it in his coin purse. You're new to town, aren't you? You're the adventurer I heard about. One of them.
Yeah. How'd you come by that?
Well, you're not dressed very casually. He's pointing at like your armor. How you still have like your weapons and such, your quiver.
You make a good point.
Yeah, no, I do.
Yes, well, you'll be glad to know that the Verbeeg won't be bothering you any longer.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. That means we can get our hunting deliveries on time now.
Yeah, yeah. Anything I could do to help, I'm happy to do so.
Well, I appreciate that, young man. And before you go, kind of walks behind
Yes.
and he hands you a honey roll. It's like well baked. It's got like a strong scent of honey, and it looks delicious. On the house.
I'm gonna pull out a gold coin. I insist.
Well, if you insist, and he puts it in his coin purse, I'm not going to turn money
Thank you
down.
very much. I appreciate this.
At this
And
time,
then?
I'm going to shift perspective. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Corey, you're currently dreaming. You're surrounded by like a fiery kind of void. You feel extremely warm. You're not comfortable. You hear like this tapping, but you're not sure where it's coming from. And you hear like
Big flash.
you're hearing some laughter in the background too. For a brief moment, all the
I'm
fire is
hungover.
extinguished. And then as it's reignited, you're face to face with the black spider, looking you dead in the eyes, before the flames are extinguished again and you're shaken awake.
Shit.
Oh, my head. Oh. Oh, I need some water.
Alright. You begin heading downstairs looking for like a glass of water, anything like that. And you see Eleonora tending to the counter, putting some dishes away. Oh, what was your name again?
Corey Krung.
How can I help
do
you,
happen to
Mr.
have
Krung?
I need a glass of water, please.
Yes, right away. She kind of heads back for a few minutes, and you kind of hear something else slumbering down the stairs. And you see Avatar.
Me?
Yeah,
Ooh.
you're kind of you feel a little sober. You're still a bit like tipsy.
I'm gonna go grab some water. Actually, I'll be right back.
Well, good morrow, Avatar.
Good morning.
How was your rest?
Well, I was making sure tea was all right all night, so kind of, in and out, but I got some sleep. How about you?
Well, I slept. Not well, but well enough.
While you're speaking, Eleonora sets a glass down. Would you like anything to drink too, sir?
Yeah, I'll take some coffee.
Coffee, all right. Would tea work?
Yeah, is it green tea?
Yes.
Ooh, spot me
Perfect,
some
thank
tea as well, in addition to the water.
I'll return back. It should also help clear your mind, especially after a bad dream.
Yes.
Bad dream?
Oh, nothing too bad. Same old, you know.
Alright.
Would you guys like to talk about anything at this moment?
Your mama. Actually, yeah. Corey, your family. We haven't talked one-on-one very much before.
Yes.
Parents? Alive?
Well, maybe one of them. I know. Well, my mother is passed away.
Right here.
My father is, as far as I know, possibly alive. He'd left our tribe, a village, quite a while ago, to try to protect me and my mother. It was a curious bit of circumstance. It's what brought me to my more academic upbringing. My father was a sort of alchemist for the tribe, And, well, the Goliath tribe that I belong to happened to, well, shun any sort of scientific endeavor. Unfortunately, they drove my father out, and in their fury, my mother was caught up in it, and soon after I was forced to flee, and I survived in the wilderness for the rest of my life.
I'm so sorry to hear. I bet your father would be proud of who you've become now, though. I
Oh,
know he would.
I'm sure, but it's long in the past, and I've since gotten over it. It's
Is that what
quite a
the
while.
dream was about?
No, nothing of the sort. The dream pertained to just one of our older enemies. It was just not really too much of concern.
Avatar.
Did you ever defeat that enemy? Yeah.
Before you can muster out that sentence, you feel like an intense ringing in your head, and your vision kind of goes white for a second. Corey begins to
Did you
take
ever-
notice of you kind of zoning out, and for a brief moment, you see a flash of a large kingdom. It's very beautiful, and then it's gone. The ringing ceases, and your eyes are kind of readjusting.
Are you okay? You
Yeah,
seemed a little bit discombobulated.
what was that?
Well, I didn't see anything. What happened?
The beautiful town, the building is there.
Wait.
Did you not see that?
No.
Oh, I'm
you
sorry, Corey.
okay?
No, yeah. I forget what we were talking about. I'm gonna go get that tea. Actually,
Yeah. Okay.
Eleonora
back.
kind of, as you say that, she does walk out, and she hands you your tea. She
Can I
hands
grab it
she
from
hands
you?
Corey his tea as well.
Okay. I think I still am walking away drinking and
Yeah,
trying
probably
to
heading
get
back upstairs to lay
together.
back down.
Yeah. And then sipping that. What was that?
Corey, you
It
kind of
was
take
nothing.
note of this weird kind of experience, and you
Hmm.
finish your tea as well, heading back upstairs to lay down and sleep. Once Avner sits back down.
Sit your ass down, Abner. I can talk shit because he can't hear me. Oh, hey, Abner.
So, you're muted still.
I heard that last bit you said.
Oh.
So, basically, you went fishing for about 2 hours, Avner.
Okay.
You managed to bring back about 6 knucklehead trout.
Okay.
You kind of bring them to the back of the kitchen, and you went upstairs to resume your rest, as it was getting
Cool.
late and you were tired. As you went upstairs, you kind of see Guy just kind of slumped over on his bed. He stinks of fish, but he's passed out. And
Look at you.
that is where we'll end the first night.
Nice.
I want everyone to roll d20 excluding Guy. Mostly because he's not here. No modifiers, no nothing. Just
11.
flat. 11?
Yeah, flat 11.
Also flat 11.
Rolled off of a 19 to the 3.
Fuck. Hold on.
It's too bright. What is it?
The 20.
It's an 11.
Oh, what the fuck?
Corey, have her reroll.
Hey.
Actually, wait, don't reroll. What did you roll, Avatar?
3.
3? So, T, you are the first to awaken. I'm trying to find my fucking notes. Or my pencil.
I re-rolled and I got a
TJG.
4, then I did it again, I got a 14. I'm gonna do it again, and I got a natural 20. So I'm gonna stick with that 11.
Oh, there they are. I need to start taking notes myself. So,
Ugh.
T, you are the first to
I-
awaken, stretching and opening your eyes.
I'm gonna quietly sneak out of the room,
Alright.
go downstairs.
Heading downstairs, you can see Eleonora, some other kitchen staff, and an older human woman She seems to be middle-aged, and they're talking. From overhearing, you can hear Eleanor going, "Oh yes, they're just upstairs asleep. They were quite tired. That's why they couldn't meet with you yesterday." "Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Just when they are awake, please send them my way. It is urgent that I speak to them." And the woman, she's wearing like this nice like black coat. She heads down towards the casking room.
Excuse me. Who was that?
"Oh, good morning. That is Olivessa."
Oh. I should probably wake the others before I do anything.
"Yes, that would be optimal. She seems very distressed."
Have a warm beer for me. Waiting. I'll be right back.
Oh.
I walk upstairs.
7 in the morning, but okay.
I
Which door
bang.
are you knocking on, Abner and guys?
And I'm done
Yeah.
fishing.
Perfect. You are waking up the next day, guy. You wake up to a loud bum bum bum. Shakes you awake.
Hey.
Shakes Abner awake.
Sleepy. Yo.
Good morning.
The guys downstairs.
Oh, Cody, I got my dagger back, right?
Yes, you did.
Okay, so then right, hold on. I'm gonna change the way.
Oh. Easy.
Oh, sorry about that. My bad. My bad. My fault.
We should all meet downstairs very soon.
All
Hello,
right.
guy. You look like you slept like shit.
I feel like shit.
Oh, I feel great.
Guy,
What'd you catch?
I like fish.
you notice that you cuddled a fish while you were sleeping.
Oh, good lord.
Oh.
How big is it?
It's like maybe about that big.
What is
Decently
that
sized.
smell?
You're in the other room. You don't smell it.
Oh, they probably
Right.
do. They probably do.
Yeah, I'm going for a good troll. I cast prestidigitation on the fish and make it taste like really fucking good. Because you can do that with prestidigitation.
Yeah, I know.
And raw fish isn't like really bad for you. Like really bad, like a lot of raw meat is.
That's been sitting overnight.
That's been
though.
sitting overnight.
It's like fermented, but okay. Yeah, go ahead. What are you doing?
No,
Yeah,
don't,
but it's not
no,
gonna-
don't.
it's
don't,
not
don't.
gonna
No,
taste
let him do
fermented.
this. Let him do
it's-
this.
Oh my god.
You can actually act that way now. He's gonna be
Guy
sick
found a
of it.
chicken wing on the floor one time. He would do this 100%.
And I took a bite out of it.
Roll a
Just to fuck with
Constitution
everyone.
saving throw.
Con saving throw?
Yes.
I don't have a very high modifier in con, I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
That's what you chose.
This is your fate.
17.
You take the bite, and you kind of look at everyone else, and you go for another.
I
Yeah.
leave the room immediately. I leave the room before he can take a bite. I'm out of there. I can't. I'm not watching that.
All you hear as you're walking down is just like a.
I'm ASMR eating this fish.
I'll take a little bit. Just
I
tiny.
close the door.
T, you take a bite, and it
You
tastes
want a
pretty good.
It tastes pretty good.
That shit is good. What
The trick is
One
most
more.
people let the fish sit in its own juices. I let the fish sit in my juices.
I cummed on the fish.
Ah.
You came on the fish? Dude, that is not
No, like-
kosher.
No, like my sweat, like I slept with.
I
Man's
leave the
dipped
room and
his
go
fi-
downstairs
man's
to my
dipped the
beer.
fish in his nut like a barbecue sauce.
Man, that is not halal. Allah will punish you for this. Corey, you're kind of awoken, same with Avatar, by the commotion of Guy and T just yelling about how good a fish is.
What?
Whew.
What?
I go
is that-
downstairs.
What is that chatter? I knock on the wall.
I will mention, T, your hangover is not that bad. Avatar, Corey, your hangover is not that bad either, since you two drink tea.
I don't think I even drank before that.
Yeah, you hit some alcohol with everyone else. Not much though. So does everyone head downstairs?
I'm already.
Yeah, for whatever the deal is that T woke us up for.
So as you guys walk downstairs, T, go ahead and explain why you woke everyone up so early.
What was his name again?
The
Olivessa?
the barkeep, Eleonora said that Olivessa stopped by and she's waiting in the casking room.
Casting room?
Casking.
I grabbed my beer. So I guess you guys are all wondering why I woke you. Well,
Yes.
Arissa
Arissa?
is waiting for us.
Overwatch? Winston?
Shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
monkey.
T is not
No,
making a lick of sense. It's
Gorilla
clear.
tag?
It's clear he's still drunk.
No, hold on. I can speak stupid. Say it again.
Arissa. You know.
She takes a swig.
Olivessa's in the casking room.
Olivessa, yes.
Yeah,
The,
this guy gets it.
the new town's speaker.
Yeah. The current in charge.
Not yet. Yeah, you're breathing
okay,
into your
good.
mic like it's a wind.
Oh, my bad.
So, do you guys head on down to the casking room, I assume?
Let's not keep her waiting.
Stepping down, you kind of see a woman attending to a barrel, kind of like tying it up, nailing it together, insulating the inside. It's very
walk in.
loud, so she hasn't noticed you.
Hi, I believe we're expected.
Oh god! Oh.
Sorry. I know I'm scary.
Gee,
Sorry.
oh god! Oh.
I'm a little more scary. I step in.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a
Whew.
sure something, ain't he? Anyway, I believe we're expected.
Are you the adventuring party?
That we are, yes.
Yes.
Do you have a title, perhaps?
Yeah,
the
these guys go
drifters.
by the Drifters.
Oh, yes. Hello, I'm Olivessa, current acting town speaker until the election in a week's time.
Who?
I'm sorry, a what?
Town
I
speaker.
don't know what a week is.
No, weeks exist apparently. I found that out recently.
What?
I don't
You
understand.
always yell at us for that, you fuck.
I found it out recently. 10
You're
days
fucking
of
with me
weeks
now.
exist mutually exclusive. It depends
Wait,
on where
you
you
mean
are. They
mean
they
they're
exist.
not mutually exclusive?
No, they are.
They are. So some places use weeks and some places use 10 days.
It depends on the
And
person.
it depends on the person.
Weeks
How
kind
the
of
fuck
week is a half 10 day, so people just say that for simple simple.
So a
speak.
week is 5 days.
Yes.
Sounds like he's pulling his ass right now.
Nah.
That sounds-
Yeah. No, that's right.
A week is 5 days. A 10 day is 10 days.
Because I feel like we had a pretty solid argument about weeks.
Because in Lost Mine of
Sometime
Phandelver,
back.
it went weeks don't exist, and then I read other books and it said weeks exist, but they are half a 10 day.
That's fucking stupid. Okay.
Yeah, no, D&D's dumb. That's what happens when it's written in the fucking 70s.
True, it's dumb. I'm out of here.
All right. Yes. I'm currently acting town speaker until the election in a week's time, which is why I'd like to speak to you.
Okay.
She kind of 1 second.
Are you looking for an endorsement?
Yes. Where's the fucking notes? Where are they? So she kind of sets the barrel aside, and she breathes in for a moment, kind of catching her breath after being scared. Now that Kendrick is dead, Speaker Ryle's barrel, as I'm sure you guys have heard. Actually, I do believe she kind of points at Abner. I believe we spoke before you left, actually.
Yes, that is correct.
So, sorry, I lost my train of thought there. He's going to be buried tonight. More so,
Okay.
sent out to the lake to be reclaimed by nature. And people are looking for a new town speaker, and she's kind of like very nervously rubbing her hands as if she doesn't like feel comfortable with being called that. And I'm not ready. I don't think I'm fit to lead. And then she pauses, breathes in for a second, and goes, but there's someone else running, and they are There's something about them. I can't prove it. I do not trust them.
And I'm sorry, who is this?
A shield dwarf. His name is Shanderd. I can't talk. Shander Froth.
Shield dwarf, I see.
He moved here.
Shanderfroth.
Yes, he moved here a few years ago, and he's quite popular with the loggers. He's a bit of a bully, in my opinion, but everyone has their opinions. There's just something
Like
about
the
him.
golden folk a little bit more.
She kind of looks at you confused. I'm just going to ignore that. There's just, I can't prove it, but there's something off about him. He often takes trips out of town towards Targos and Bryn Shander, for days at a time, coming back, acting as if nothing ever happened. And he seems to have his fingers in every pie in town. And if
Every pie in town, huh?
yes, and if he
Pie
were to
man.
lead, I fear for Goodmead.
I understand. I'll You said I'm sorry. Could you give me a little rough description of what he looks like?
He's short like a dwarf, of course. He has not like gray, but like a very silverish blonde hair. His eyes are green. Very short beard, very well maintained. Long hair. He's very muscular. And he has a tattoo on his right arm near his wrist. And it just seems to be of a woman.
Okay.
Alrighty. Thank you.
I'm not endorsing anything officially, but if you could perhaps help me find someone better suited for the job, and even if you can't, if you could just find some information that could set my heart right about him to where I know I can't trust him, I may then be comfortable accepting this position for the greater good.
I'm sure we could take a look at this guy.
The elections are in
I
a
will,
week's time from now.
absolutely.
Okay.
That's plenty of time.
Yes.
5 days? We can do 5 days.
And thank you. She puts like her arm on Abner. Thank you.
Of course. Of course. Absolutely.
If you,
Can I go to Dapper up?
She also kind of goes on to speak before you guys leave. You have done a great service for Goodmead, and you're not obligated to, but I'm sure the rest of 10 towns could use your help too.
Understandable. We'll make the round.
Yes.
Thank you. She kind of goes back to tending to the cask, finishing one, setting it aside, getting back to work.
You said the election's 5 days from now?
She kind of perks her head up and nods.
All right.
If you
That
need
gives us
any
5
additional
that gives us
information.
4 days. That gives us 4 days to find out about this guy and see if he's if there's something more about this guy, something less honorable.
And I'm sorry, before we leave, man. You said that you see him leaving town often?
Yes. At least once per 10 day.
Have you noticed any sort of pattern?
What more specifically would you like me to share? Because I'm not exactly sure.
I'm hoping specifically to get some more information about where and when I might be able to casually bump into him without
He frequents the mead
necessarily
hall.
showing up at his house.
He frequents the mead hall. I know he likes to go to the bakery quite often. I run into him there from time to time. Other than that, he'll either be logging or on one of his trips or just in front of his cabin with his roommates.
All right. I
Look.
figure we'll get back to you soon with some more information, I'm sure.
And I'm sure
Do you-
you can probably tell discretion is
where he lives?
necessary. Yes, he lives
Absolutely.
on the west end of town,
Okay.
right next to the
That's all.
barracks and the stables.
Now,
Perfect. Thank you.
I have one question.
She kind of perks up at you.
If we don't find anything or discern that this individual is trustworthy, what should we do?
I still wouldn't be comfortable leading in that position. I would suggest searching for a candidate more suited for the role. I can step up if necessary if it's proven that he's not a trustworthy individual, but anything to not lead would be preferable to myself. Maybe not to Goodmead, but to myself, which I know sounds selfish.
But I understand sometimes having a hunch. I had a hunch on this guy that I used to work with, and he turned out to be some scum of the earth, awful person. And I was totally right on my hunch and not wrong at all. So I completely understand.
I'm sorry. It must hurt to have someone so close to you betray you.
I've been completely betrayed by this man. Entirely. And it's awful.
Have you tried
I would
mending it,
never wanna
perhaps
be-
over a game of Fire Go Fish?
You know what's funny is I was actually talking about Silder.
Oh, Silder? I can't
Even though
believe you still don't trust him.
Even though he actually literally has not done anything wrong whatsoever, and I know that he's a good person at this
Silder
point.
literally nursed you back to health.
Silder breastfed me back to health.
You were like a son to that man, and he hates you, and you hate him.
So if we don't find any dirt on this individual, if we don't discern that he is endangering the town in any way, we find a new candidate.
Yes, I have a few ideas for candidates.
Okay.
If you'd like to hear them, if we get to that point.
We'll save it for when we report back to you.
Of course, and please, of course, discretion is advised. I can
Yes,
I can
we'll do
share
our
whatever
best.
I have gold-wise to pay you for this investigation.
Payment is not necessary for something like this. This is for the good of the entire town.
I just imagine T and Avatar just like just like restraining themselves.
I put my hand on Guy's shoulder. We'll see as we go. We don't know what kind of expenses we'll run into.
She kind of goes back to work.
Alrighty.
Stepping back upstairs, Eleonora kind of watches you guys come out, kind of like this on the counter. So what you guys talk about?
Mainly
Something about
Wait.
the nervous. She's nervous about the election.
Yes, that's all.
'Cause
She just wants
she's
everything
gonna
to
have
run
to give us-
smoothly.
She's gonna have to give this speech and fear of public speaking kind of thing.
It's weird
Yes,
that
of
she would
course.
confide in complete strangers and not someone like me or one of her other friends.
Well, with all the commotion recently, she just wants to make sure everyone is safe. I mean, it's a big gathering, and so we're sort of like bodyguards.
Roll a
it's also
deception roll
helpful- Ooh.
with advantage, since she has no reason not to trust you guys at the moment.
An
What time is it
18.
right now?
It would be
Plus-
probably closer to 8 a.m.
21.
That would make sense. You did take care of the Verbeeg. Well, excuse me for gossiping. I must get back to work.
All good. Could you point me in the direction of the bakery?
The bakery.
Oh, I can.
Oh, perfect.
All right.
All right.
So when you head out, you're gonna want to take a left, keep going, go past the blacksmith, take another turn, and then you'll smell it before you see it.
Whenever we do end up
I'm
splitting
going
up,
to go
look,
to the
I'll head
house.
there.
Looks like you guys are splitting up. So what are you doing after?
I'm gonna go to his house.
All right. Anyone want to join
I
Abner?
would also like to go to his house.
The two stealthy boys go into his house. Got it.
I'll go with Guy to the bakery.
I go with
Avatar?
Guy. I want some food.
All right. So, Guy, Avner, both of you roll a d20 right now. No modifiers.
13.
Natural fucking 20, baby. Look at this shit.
What did you get, Guy?
16.
Okay, so we will
It's sad
start.
that you get him so often you have to prove it.
So
Here it is. Here it is.
We see it.
Yeah, we see it. We see it. So, beginning here, you two, Avner and T, you guys will head off this investigation, looking for his house. All you really know is that it's near the stables, and it's to the west end of town.
It's also by
The barracks.
The barracks. So I'm gonna ask directions to the barracks.
Are you talking to Eleonora?
Before I head out, yeah.
Okay. The barracks, if my memory serves right, I haven't had a head over there in a while. I believe west end of town. She's kind of like pondering this for a second. Oh. It's one of the 4 houses. There's more than that. It's one of the houses. It's a bigger building. It should have like a shield out front, like embedded in the snow.
Perfect. Thank you.
That was a few days ago. I don't know if they've left that there, however.
And I will head out.
All right. So, are you guys going to be stealthy the entire time, or wait till you get to the house?
I'm gonna be stealthy the whole time.
Okay. Both of you roll.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You going stealthy as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Both of you roll d20s. Yep. With your dex modifiers. Both of these nuts.
So do I just add my dex to what I already rolled?
To your stealth, I mean, your stealth modifier.
Okay, so keep the roll that I showed you,
Yep.
right? Okay.
Oh wait, no, not the
21.
roll you showed me. Just roll a new roll.
Roll a new roll.
So 21 from T.
Okay, plus my modifier.
And why your lips get so big?
Me? I got. Oh, his lips.
Proficiency.
I can make my lips big.
Let's go. There you go.
That big ass bottom lip.
22.
22. Wow. So you two kind of begin heading in that direction, and you both kind of coordinate with each other very silently. You go left, Avner, towards like the houses, or I mean right towards the houses, and then T goes left towards the tree line, kind of ducking into them, moving very smoothly through the shadows. He almost disappears, as do you, and you guys are close by to each other, but not within earshot, or within earshot, but not within like speaking distance to where you would be able to whisper. Basically, he's hiding behind some trees, and you're hiding behind like a set of barrels.
Okay, and I can see the house, right?
You can see what looks like the barracks.
Okay, I'm looking for the mayor's house, or the candidate-elect's house.
Roll for perception.
Okay, that's a plus.
Are we in the front or the back of the houses?
You are on the side of a road in the tree line.
16.
Okay.
16. So, looking around, the only real knowledge you have to go off is that he shares a house with 5 bunkmates, and that he's a logger. So you kind of inspect the first house. He's kind of watching you, acting as like your overwatch. First house you kind of check. It looks to be just like a small family home. You can see some children playing out front. Next house seems to be a logger's house, but it seems as if everyone inside hasn't been in there in a while. Like it's empty. It seems like they're traveling at the moment. Third house, it's quite larger than the others. It's 2 stories. There's a freshly cut log outside with an axe sitting next to it, and then immediately to the left of it is the Axe Beak stables. Kind of putting 2 and 2 together, next to the barracks, next to the stables, this could possibly be the house.
All right, I'm going to still gonna continue to be as quiet as possible. I'm gonna see if I can see anything without getting too close.
So using your current perception roll, you're kind of staying behind, actually using the log to your advantage. From what you can tell, the first story looks clear.
Okay. Can I see the second?
Not really. It kind of protrudes outwards a bit, so you'd have to leave your cover to kind of look upstairs.
All right, I'll re-roll. Okay.
Do I see anybody on the road or anything like that?
Oh wait, hold on a second. T, you roll perception. You could see the second story. And yeah, you see people traveling the road, but very
13.
infrequently.
Yeah,
Okay.
I rolled a 13 total, so it's probably
Good thing I
best,
remembered
he
that.
looked.
T kind of notices you looking at the first story window, so he kind of peeks around. From what you can tell, T, the upstairs seems to be dark. Seems as if there's no light source currently in there. So to your
Luckily,
knowledge,
I
the
have dark
house,
vision.
yeah, to your knowledge, it looks clear. You can't see any figures in the rooms at all.
Right?
At this point, would you like to regroup with Abner?
No, I want to stay on the path. Can we see each other?
You can kind of see Abner just from your signals to each other. He's currently hiding behind a log on the side of the house.
Okay, I'm gonna signal. Stay here. No one's coming. All clear. Second floor, up top.
Okay. Before you do anything,
Incredible hand movements back.
before you do anything,
I don't gotta say nothing. Just all clear, all good, perfect. I
uh,
heard that, understood.
basically, Guy, Corey, Abner, or not Abner, Avatar, you guys are beginning to walk towards the directions that he gave you. And you begin to smell honey and lavender, cinnamon, just an array of pleasant smells mixing together to make a strong, almost overpowering aroma.
What an aroma!
Honey biscuit on the fishing trip.
What was it?
The pastry that he gave me,
Mhm.
I would have eaten that on a fishing
Yeah,
trip.
you're good, you're good. The building is open, and it smells as if there's fresh goods inside.
Wow,
Okay.
that is
So
wonderful.
before entering, now guys, we're gonna
Mhm.
eat here.
Boys.
We're going to just kind of pretend like nothing's really going on. We're obviously on the lookout for what's his nuts, the dwarf.
What's his nuts?
Yes, of course. What's his nuts?
Guy identifies every person he meets by their
Nuts.
balls. It falls apart when he meets another lady.
What were his nuts, anyways?
No, just no nuts.
No nuts.
Now, I personally, and I cast disguise self.
What are you trying to look like?
Basically just like a complete appearance change, like roughly same height, roughly same weight, completely different facial features, a little bit different build, different clothes.
All right.
Just kind of like a wandering through town, kind of.
What you do is as you shift your appearance, you kind of unwillingly or like unknowingly take on the appearance of John Pickles. You now have
John
black
Pickles.
hair with like a very like short bun on the back, no hair on the sides. He has like a mustache. He's wearing like you're wearing very noble clothing. This is how you remember him. He's a well-dressed, well-manscaped man.
Well, all right. And this is just because I plan on if we do run into him.
If we do the running,
If we do the running.
if we do the running to him,
Speaking like fucking Starfire from Teen Titans.
I am
if we
neither
do
nor the
the
running.
running-
I am neither nor the running or the inn.
I'm gonna try to get a little bit more information out of him. And I don't want him to be suspicious of our group for any reason.
All right. So
All right.
you step in. Avner Corey, do you follow? Or Avatar Corey, do you follow?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll
Alright.
follow him.
You guys step in. You see it's not very large on the interior. You see basically what I forgot you weren't here. It's a very small interior. Looks like it's made for like a smaller individual or two. Some of the furniture in the front area is humanoid in size, like human plus. There's two sets of tables. The first just has an old man kind of cutting it like a cinnamon roll. The second is completely empty.
So he's not in here.
Yes. A
right,
middle-aged
well,
halfling steps in towards the bar, and he kind of waves you over. Order when you're ready.
Alrighty. You guys got any sort of menu, or is it just kind
Yes.
of like made?
We can do custom orders. Might take a little longer, but right now on hand we're still kind of opening. I have some cinnamon rolls, some honey rolls, just basic breads.
I'll just take a couple of buttered honey rolls, please.
Buttered honey rolls coming right up. That is going to be kind of does the math. 20 silver pieces.
Damn, I got mine cheap.
Well, your cheese was expired basically.
Oh yeah. It was
All right.
great for fishing bait.
Let me check my inventory really quick. I'll find a
The
little bit.
smellier the better.
Smellier the better.
I slide over, like 10 gold, right?
Oh.
Damn, we really tipping these people out here.
No, hey, just between you and me,
Kinda
have you
leans
happened
in.
to see? Have you happened to see a dwarf recently? About yay high, green eyes, kind of
Silver
not
hair,
s-
silverish
yeah.
blonde.
yeah, silverish blonde hair. It seems like you know who I'm talking about.
Kind of strokes his goatee. Kind of picks up the goins. My friend, you speak the money of the trade, or the language of the trade, that's for sure. And he kind of puts it in his coin purse. You're looking for Shander Frost, or Froth.
Shanderfroth.
Currently out for the next couple hours logging. Always makes a stop by when we first open. Won't be back for another couple hours.
Do you reckon he'll come around here when he comes back?
Sometimes, yeah, it all depends. If he's not too tired, he'll come in for whatever we have left as we're closing.
I think we could catch him while he's logging. We're looking for some work.
Oh, well, that's one way to look for work, but I won't question it. I have been paid well. If you head to the forest to the west, you'll find him near the front with a couple other loggers, maybe 20.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Anything else you're looking for
Well,
specifically?
Not that I can think of. Do you guys serve coffee?
Yes, I do actually.
And how much is a glass of, or just a normal?
My friend, you
House
have
coffee.
overpaid quite a bit. Kind of grabs all three of you a nice like little wooden cup of coffee. It's not very good tasting, but it wakes you up.
It's house coffee.
Exactly.
That never is.
And then he also hands you your buttered honey rolls. You, sir,
Alright.
are welcome back in this establishment at any time.
Thank you. God damn it! I'm not Guy right now. Whenever Guy comes in, he's gonna be like, "Who the fuck is this dude?"
Get the fuck out of here, nerd. Hippie.
Alrighty.
Alright.
And you boys getting anything? I figure we could eat up, drink up, and energize up a little bit before we head
This
off towards
motherfucker
the
ordered a whole
forest.
bunch of food. It's just like, you guys getting anything? That is a very Nick thing to do. That is a very Nick thing to do.
It's all mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Nothing to-
As you guys are kind of eating to like fill up right now, we'll switch back to Abner and T. Since Corey's a little distracted at the moment with his big ass dumpy goddamn.
Well, considering that I don't know that he's out, I'm just gonna watch the house, and watch until he watch for him to leave.
All right. You wait about an hour. There is no movement from the house. You wait another hour. Still no movement. It is now around 10. You've kind of pieced together that perhaps nobody's home. You're still not entirely sure. Somebody could be sleeping in really late. But to your knowledge, the place is empty.
I'll wait another hour and then I'll go in.
All right. You wait another hour. T's kind of getting anxious, sitting in like the woods, kind of throwing
then
rocks
I'll-
at forest creatures.
I'll pick up a pebble and throw it far enough away for no one to hear, but close enough to him for him to be.
You hear like a skitter of a pebble hit a tree from behind you. I did the fuck to your mom. That's what he said in sign language. Alright. So you guys regroup together. Are you guys regrouping in a specific area at all?
We're regrouping to where I'm at, and we're going to coast around to the left. As I did in my hand motions, we're coasting around to the left and going up onto the roof and going in through that.
So looking for an area to like climb on, you don't find any sort of direct material to climb on. You could attempt to climb up the building though from the left side.
We're going to go from ground one.
All right. Roll for athletics, both of you, with disadvantage. Sorry, acrobatics, I think, right?
Acrobatics. Okay.
Would that make sense? Yeah.
And then there's okay. All right, that's not too shabby.
You're gonna use hand signals.
Acrobatics is +5. Oh, thank God!
I rolled a 2.
I got a 20.
1.
2-1, 21.
I got a 20.
I rolled a 2, but I got a 1.
I rolled a 16 and a 15, so I'm happy with that.
You kind of easily climb up, and you begin to notice T's kind of struggling to keep his holding on the icy wall.
Can I help?
Do you have anything in your bag that could perhaps help?
Let's see.
I don't cast fire, but I kind of make my hands warmer.
All right.
To try to melt the ice to make a better grip.
I'll allow for a reroll.
Oh, I got it. I could just hold out my longbow and grab it, and I'll just.
You would be out of range for him to grab.
15. Is
15?
that enough?
Yeah. You
Oh
kinda,
shit! I have 50 feet of rope.
Too late. As you're kind of pulling out the rope, you already see T kind of leaving handprints burned into the wall, climbing up, and he pulls himself over.
I hope no one notices that.
No, we'll be fine.
That was pretty
right?
cool, though. That was pretty cool. All right, let's go. And I whispered that.
Yeah.
Samesies.
So you are now on the roof of the building.
Is there a way we could go down?
Everything is covered in snow currently.
No, never mind. Never mind. Is there a chimney?
There is a chimney, yes.
I'm gonna look down the chimney.
Looking through it, you can see there's a grate to like protect from any creatures climbing in.
Okay. How easy does this look to break up?
It seems recently placed. So,
Okay.
not very easy. It's very sturdy, very well put in.
I'm gonna look at it and see what holds it in place.
It looks like the bricks of the chimney itself. It looks like another layer was added to like kind of mixing it in place.
Oh shit.
Is this meltable?
Well, if I'm climbing through this, I would rather not be singed.
Well, maybe I can let you in. No one's home, right?
I think.
Alright.
Alright. You go through there, I'll go downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, let's do this. And I'm gonna
What do I
go
have
back
to-
down the roof.
Alright, so what are you
Do
guys
I have to
doing?
roll for it?
He's going through the chimney. I'm gonna wait near the front door. Or no.
Roll for performance
back.
then.
For me?
No, with T.
Okay.
Performance, do I add my modifiers or no?
No, just a flat D20.
16.
16? Perfect. You kind of begin melting it at the sides as carefully as you possibly can. And as you do, and it lands at the bottom of the chimney, kind of skidding down all the way. There is now a wide enough angle for you to get in.
I go in.
Alright. You kind of, at first, slowly kind of climb down, but you lose your balance, falling at the bottom of the chimney. You're covered in ash, but it doesn't look much different from what you're already wearing, so you're able to kind of brush it off. And you are now in a common room.
Before I step out, I brush off my feet,
All right.
step out. What do I see?
You see a common room with a set of stairs immediately to your left leading upstairs. A large window next to those stairs, a large window on your right, and then a hallway directly in front of you that splits off into a room, and then a large front door.
I go to the front door and open it.
All right.
And I wait for the front door to be opened.
You turn
I
the
see it
first
in,
lock,
I-
the second lock, the third lock, and you kind of open the door very slowly.
And I.
All right, you close it, and you now are both in the same area.
I'm gonna
Before we
lock it.
go, I relock it.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'm
where
gonna
do
start
you wanna-
investigating every room until I can find which one's his.
All right.
Okay.
What are you
I'm
gonna do, T?
I'm gonna go upstairs then. You got down here, right?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Both of you roll investigation checks.
12.
12.
14 plus investigation. Gibbity bop ba doo 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 doo. 20.
Oh.
14 plus 6, baby.
So T, you head upstairs, still using the same stealth roll from earlier. You're kind of opening doors, and you find each one's locked, so it's going to take you some time to lockpick each one. So while you're doing that, Abner, you begin kind of investigating downstairs. You step into the kitchen, which has like a put-out hearth in it at the moment, with like a roasting thing over it, a series of pots, barrels, kegs. Seems like a large bulk supply of food. This room doesn't look like it's used very often, however. Seems as if they rather eat out from time to time. But this does look like a room, or this does look like a food supply large enough to last a group of 5.
All right, I'll take what won't be noticed. What won't be missed.
Probably some fruit, some vegetables, some dried meat, probably.
Yeah, I make it look as if it was. Things are still there, like if they're.
You take like
bags,
little
the bag-
pieces, bag them up.
Yeah, I take things here and there to make it look as if just people came down for snacks or something.
All
at
right.
any point.
Then you would acquire about 6 pieces of jerky, an
Okay.
apple, and a little beet. Just caught your eye.
I'll leave the beat.
Yeah, it caught your eye for a
I'll
second.
I'll leave the beat.
Checking the common room, it's actually in a state of disarray. Seems as if they're very messy in here. They often drink. There's still half-drinking ale, just left out.
Do I see the fireplace?
The fireplace, yes. You see
Is
you see it
there a
disrupted.
mess?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna look for a broom cupboard.
You do not find a broom cupboard. You do find a
Okay,
closet, however.
Can I open it and take a look?
Opening the closet, you see a staircase that leads downwards.
I'm gonna follow it quietly.
All right. Heading downstairs, it's actually much smaller. It's like a very, very small cellar, large enough to hold a couple, fire supplies, some what is it? Kindle.
Okay.
Some about 2 barrels of ale, both look to be about half empty, and you
Right.
do find a broom and a shovel.
Good. I grab the broom. I go upstairs.
All right, roll for performance.
Shit. 16 plus 3.
Perfect.
19.
You kind of sweep everything back in place, and you grab the grate that T broke, and you buried it under the ash to where it won't be noticed. And like burnt logs and all that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Um,
And then, you know what? I'm a clean up this room too.
you start cleaning up the house for them. T, at this point, you have broken into the first room, which has a bunk bed in it. There's a large chest in there. It's just filled with like basic clothing, shoes, maybe some writing material here and there. Seems like this room isn't used too often. Seems like people come and go from it frequently. The second lock you have an easier time with. Pushing it open, you'll notice that this room is a complete mess. Clothes are strewn about. It's one bed. There's like paintings of naked women. This seems like an absolute man cave. It is
Oh my
gross.
god, it's a fucking frat house.
It seems gross.
I start like just going through everything. I don't care how
You find an
loud or quiet
emerald
I am.
in one of the chests.
Oh, stash that.
Um,
Uh,
the only really other thing in here of value would probably be the paintings of naked women.
I would like this. I take the smallest one.
You go to lift it up, and as you do, you hear like a.
Oh, that's not good.
It feels gross to the touch.
Second thought, I'm gonna leave this here.
You put it
I
back
throw it
down,
down.
and it's just as you like throw it down, it sticks in place.
Oh my god! I cast burning hands
To clean your
Get rid
hands.
of the yeah. Is there any sort of bookshelf or
Not in this
maybe
room.
closet? Okay, I leave.
Third lock is a bit more difficult. Roll for Dex.
Ooh, 17, baby.
Ooh, you kind of finick with it, and you're actually having a lot of fun because you haven't had a lock this difficult in a while. And it kind of, you hear it click, and the door kind of opens very slowly. This room is pretty well maintained, actually. It seems like whoever stays in here is not here very often, either working or just gone. It has a one bed, about large enough for a smaller individual humanoid. It's got a chest at the foot of the bed, a wardrobe, very small bookshelf on a desk, and like a hourglass and a lantern. It seems whoever's in here tends to keep to themselves and are typically very quiet when they're relaxing. There are still some clothes spread about, but not enough to be considered a mess.
I go straight to the chest.
Okay. Just a moment. Avner, you're still kind of whistling to yourself, kind of getting into it. You're having a good time cleaning this place. You haven't had a deep clean in a while. You kind of forget that you're just sneaking into someone's house and breaking in. You're just like, damn, these windows.
Damn, I'm doing the windows.
You're like cleaning the floorboards. You're like, damn, bitch, you live like this? You're like almost just sad for them.
Oh no, I am.
Where is it? So, you kind of you open up the private chest, and you move aside some clothes, some papers, some snowshoes, and you actually find what seems to be a bundle of letters about that thick, tied up in a purple like a ribbon. They seem to be well maintained, and they all have a familiar sigil to you of wax on the back of each letter.
Or there's a goblin at my window.
But before you look at those, fucking Batman 1960s fucking spin.
I heard it.
Fucking Avatar guy, Corey. You guys have just finished eating, and you are now outside of the bakery.
Quite delicious. Quite fine confectionaries, you see.
Guy, look up at the light. It should help. There you go.
I try, man. I try. That wasn't even a sneeze.
Nick, you have COVID.
I
Give him
keep
20 bucks.
All right.
I
So,
keep trying to sneeze so hard.
what do you want to do now that you finish eating?
Head to the forest.
All right.
Eat some more.
By the way, an hour has passed for you, so they would still be searching the area. This is
Right.
This is like 2 hours ago for Avner and T.
Right, and we're headed to the forest. And I'm
Yes.
assuming that the guide cafe gave us like a pretty decent directions. Like we're not gonna get lost.
Basically, it's towards the direction you came from, but you take a sharp left instead of going straight towards the deeper part of the woods.
All right.
Takes you about half an hour to get there, and when you do, you hear like the whistles and chopping of trees. People just going. They're all like happily working, chopping trees, loading them onto sleds.
Do they have any sort of like group outfit, or do they all
They're
just
all
wearing,
they're all wearing like common clothes, basically.
all right?
What was the dwarf's name again?
Shanderfroth.
Shanderfroth. So I change I disguise self again,
All right.
and I make myself appear as a dwarf.
All right.
Not necessarily like look exactly like him, but just like another
You take on the appearance of Gruden,
Gruden Rockseeker.
your old
Yeah.
friend. May the gods rest his soul.
If you want to be a dork, just take over IRLU.
That's mean. That's mean. What about Corey and Avatar? What are they doing in this situation?
You know.
You bring the two giant guys with you to fucking stealth, to like investigate.
Well, that's what I'm trying to maybe make it seem like we're just coming here for work. We're just having. I only changed into a dwarf so that hopefully, if I'm able to talk to, what's his nuts, Frostwalker.
Froth. You
Froth.
you kind of like shift form.
That he can seem a little bit more. Maybe he'll feel a little bit more open to talking to me.
Yeah. You shift your form and you approach the nearest logger. It is an older woman. She seems to be just chopping away at this tree. She pays you no mind as you approach.
All right. Let me take a quick look at my spells. All right. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, what is it?
You wouldn't have happened to seen another dwarf around here, have you?
She kind of looks you in the eyes as if this is one of the dumbest questions he's ever heard. She kind of gestures around. Yeah? Do you see the fucking dwarves? And she points at she points it around like 6 in the proximity of you. Must be new here.
Yes, I'm sorry, I am new here.
Well, go pick up a fucking axe and stop loitering.
My apologies. I go and grab an axe and kind of position myself around the other dwarves, hoping to catch some green eyes and silver hair.
Roll for performance.
Performance?
Mm-hmm. You are chopping away at this tree, and you have gathered a small crowd of dwarves. And as you chop your 4th tree down, one puts his hand on your shoulder and he goes, "Oh, you need to leave some for the rest of us." Turn it around, and there's it's a silver-haired, green-eyed dwarf. One matching the description of what you're looking for.
And doing a quick glance at the other dwarves that are around, do any of the other ones match that same description?
No. There are a few green-eyed dwarves, but none are silver-haired like him.
All right. Perfect. Exactly what I was looking for. So before anything else, before I say anything, before anything at all, I put my hand on his shoulder as well with a big smile, and I actually I cast Detect Thoughts.
All right. What do you like? Is it just whatever's on the front of his mind?
So so I will get whatever's on the very front of his mind, regardless. But he also will do a Wisdom saving throw with a check of 15.
Failed.
Failed?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and that means that I can kind of do my own little
Okay.
prying around, and I would like
Yeah, I go.
I
with
would
a
like
12
to know here. Let me read over it really quick to make sure.
All right.
Focus your mind. I can
Ethan,
see
could you mute? Oh wait,
whatever
never
is
mind.
on
You're
its
good. I forgot
mind.
you're not. You are a part of this. Never mind. I spaced out. Thought you were with
Probe.
T and Abner. You can unmute.
So I can gain insight into its reasoning, emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind.
Like something it's very focused on a lot.
Well, that and just those are some like examples of things that I like, some information that I could get, because it says I can shift my attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper into the creature's mind.
Okay. So
Questions verbally directed at it naturally shape the course of its thoughts. All right.
in the moments of you putting your hand on his shoulder and casting detect thoughts, the primary thing on his mind is he's just impressed by this new dwarf he's never seen before, coming in and just working hard. He's like thinking of befriending you in a sense.
Right.
He seems to be impressed by you. Probing deeper, he seems to be focused on what seems to be like it's still kind of shrouded a bit, but he seems to be focusing on someone that seems to be some sort of a noble figure, much older in age, kind of a sinister face in his memories, and he seems to be scared of this individual.
Okay.
He seems to like respect him in a manner, but like he's terrified of betraying this individual in any way. You do not recognize this person. However, you do sense his kind of aura as well. Whoever this is
Okay.
does not seem like a good man. He
Okay.
kind of has like a bony face, gray hair, not baggy eyes. He's an older gentleman, and he just seems to be. He seems to be focused a lot, and he seems to have just a stern, stoic face.
All right. I take some strong mental note of this guy. Is he a dwarf?
No, it is a human.
Human?
Yes.
Sinister-looking human.
Noble attire seems to be very important to this to Shander.
Okay. All right. That's good. I'll keep that. He shouldn't know that I did
No.
any of that.
He's just
He
kind of
has
like
no idea.
kind of looking at your arm like, you're holding a bit long there.
My apologies. My arm's a bit stiff and locked up from all that swinging.
I would imagine as much, my friend.
All right. Well, how about this? I came here with a couple of friends.
Corey and Avatar are just like,
Hello there.
And how about this? The three of us outswing the six of you, and you buy us drinks. You
Gonna
outswing us, and we buy you drinks.
strokes his goatee for some time.
Either way, when all this is over,
We're getting
we're all
drunk.
getting plastered at the pub.
He kind of he grabs your your forearm and he shakes it. Starting now, and he kind of
Starting
runs
now.
off.
I
And
Switch-
Corey,
Oh, go ahead.
Corey and Avatar heard that, right?
Yes. So all
All
three of you roll performance rolls.
all right. Can I grab 2 axes?
If your performance is high enough, yes.
Okay.
Oh, my dice went.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Hello?
Come on, baby.
Oh.
Ooh, that's
Okay.
what I'm talking about. I got an 18 plus 3, which is a 21.
What are you rolling?
I'm gonna use my Tamora's luck roll here.
Bro, what the fuck up with my rolls tonight, dude?
What'd you roll?
All right, I got 17
17.
total.
And what did you get, Avatar?
Do you have do we have pluses?
If you have a bonus in
Performance.
performance, yes.
Whatever your charisma is.
Whatever your performance modifier is, yeah.
I love that I can roll a 3 and still come out with an
Our Lord in heaven,
Sneeze,
please
now you
bless
can.
him.
Got you!
So what did you get
I
out
love that I can
Avatar?
roll this 3 and still come out with an 18.
Well, lucky for you, I fucking rolled a 1 and got 2 plus 2.
So you are slacking quite a bit. However, Corey kind of straightens you up, grabs you on the shoulder, smacks you on the face, gives you an axe, and he just tells you to do it better.
You do better.
And you
I
kind of pick up
also-
your slack.
I also silently cast Unseen Servant kind of behind us.
Kind of see the tiny
So-
footprints of the snow, and he's just you see a tree shaking.
Right,
Wait,
and
I
you
got
can.
those too. Forgot about that.
Do you?
Yeah.
Dude, fucking load
Yeah,
it
throw
up.
them up. All right,
Yeah,
throw mine
throw 'em
out
up.
too.
You
That
see,
way it's a 5v6 instead of a 3v6.
you see another tree start shaking as Avatar kind of gives you a wink. And we will shift back to the perspectives of T and Avner. Avner, you're still just fucking crackheaded cleaning this house. T, you're holding the envelopes. There's something about the sigil on the
Gross.
wax that's just familiar to you.
Can I do a investigation on it? See if I know.
Do a history roll.
I think by this
What's my
point, I've
history?
done enough damage. I'm gonna head up.
Ooh, plus 2 in history. Alright, here we go. 16. 18.
You're focusing on this. It's like a black and gold sigil. And in the middle, there's like a burnt into it. There's like this sort of Phoenix X creature kind of diving down. This immediately resonates in your mind as the Zentarum. The same group you encountered back in Fandelen that were attempting to take over the town. And that
Okay.
you promptly dealt with. It would seem in some way, some form, that Shander is in contact with the Zentarum.
I take this note and stash it in my coat pocket.
Alright, you kind of shove the bundle under your coat. And do you regroup with Avner?
No, I go over to the bookshelves
Alright.
and
I'm gonna
Mess
go
with all the
past the
books.
door he's in, and I'm gonna go for the next one.
Alright, roll for Dex. And what are you looking for exactly, T?
a special book or like a book with a like a cutout in it, like it's a light book that I can feel.
Mm. Going through all the books, you do not find anything like this. Seems it's
Okay.
just normal books.
20.
Is there anything under his bed?
Under his bed, there's a couple shoes, a clothes, a spare axe. That's about it.
Okay. I regroup with Abby.
As you kind of regroup with Avner, he very easily unlocks the last door, and you step inside with him to a very, very messy room. There's like food splattered on the window, the bed's messy, the top bunk's just like basically falling off the bunk. It also reeks in there.
Oh,
I'm gonna investigate it carefully.
What are you looking for exactly?
Anything I can identify the inhabitant of this room.
All right. It looks to be like not like an orc, but like a very large human.
Then I'm gonna walk out the room and go for the next one.
That was the last room.
I'm gonna double back and go into the middle room.
The
that
one T
was
came
in
from?
primarily, and I'm gonna look for any identifying papers or anything.
You take notice of the open chest with the belongings strewn about and the smaller bed. The same neat collection of items and everything else is still in the same position, besides a few books thrown out.
Any desks or anything?
There is a desk, but it has no drawers.
Anything on the desk?
Just a lantern and an hourglass, and a small bookshelf which had everything taken out of it.
Did you rob him?
no. Yes.
Oh my god.
Okay. As I leave the smelly room, I try to lock it through the
I'll
lock.
lock the door. I'll leave the doors.
Both of
Leave
you
the
roll for
doors.
performance, with disadvantage.
A disadvantage.
Ooh, smelly.
19. What would be disadvantage?
You roll again,
15.
and you go with the lower of the two.
Okay. So
Ooh,
we're going with a 9, and this is
14.
a what check is this?
Just performance.
Performance. 12.
Both of you get close to locking the doors, but you manage to break 2 of the locks, and you don't bother with the last 2 doors. You
Ooh.
kind of just close it and hope for the best.
All right, I'm gonna leave through the chimney.
All right.
Carefully get in without knocking anything over, and just shimmy up.
Both of you, well, you roll for acrobatics with disadvantage. T, what are you doing?
I'm gonna unlock the front door and go out the front door.
Natural 20.
All right.
Then I'll lock the door behind him and then go up.
All right, T, you roll for dex, just flat dex, no advantage, no disadvantage.
16.
All right, you sneak out of the house.
Okay, and this is a acrobatics?
Mhm.
15.
You just barely manage to pull yourself up through the chimney, and as you get on the roof, you fall off the chimney into the fresh snow.
That's totally fine.
Take
I'm
1
going
bludgeoning
to-
damage.
That's okay. I'm gonna rough up the snow around it to make it just look natural.
All right. Looks like a sickly
then I'm
child
gonna
made a
skid
a snow angel.
I'm gonna skedaddle the fuck out of there.
All right, you two regroup, and where are you heading? Just the meat hall, I would assume.
I'm not sure where everybody went, so I'm gonna look around.
All right. What are you looking for exactly?
I don't know.
All right.
I'm gonna get acquainted with the town.
All right. So yeah, you and T kind of begin talking amongst yourselves and start exploring the town. And we will shift back to Corey, Avatar, and Guy. You guys have just finished chopping a shit ton of trees. I think the grand total,
Damn right.
to your knowledge, was probably about 30 altogether.
Okay.
1,000.
And then
Yeah, we took down the entire forest.
the group of dwarves are just... They got about 28. Looks like you won. And he kind of gives you a pat on the shoulder before just taking a breather. I think that's enough work for the day.
I think that's enough work for the week.
Quick DM question.
What's up?
How does disguise self work?
It lasts about an hour.
Well, if they touch you with disguise self, would your hand go through the illusion?
Yes. But
So-
only on the person. Like if it's clothing.
So
Yeah,
what
so
The body's still solid.
yeah.
so-
but-
so pretty much so pretty much
He's fine. He's fine.
okay.
so pretty much I'm lucky.
He's just a very, very tall dwarf. He's like 5 foot. So it is a little unnatural for his height, but his clothes didn't change too drastically, so it feels normal.
Shield dwarves are actually around 5 foot. So.
Oh, perfect. Fucking nerd.
Gold dwarves are the shorter, stout ones.
There should be glasses for the nerd.
All I would really need to do to pass a physical inspection like that is, I guess, like move my shoulder down.
Yeah, like that.
But the way disguise self works is really weird because it's supposed to be like your movement is proportional. Like you can change in height, and I can appear thin, fat, or in between.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
'cause
must
imagine if you're like trying to walk and your legs are longer than the legs that you're using.
right.
And they
So
would
like
not be in sync together.
it's-
So I feel like
It adjusts, I would say.
it's a little bit weird.
If he's concentrated, I'd say it would adjust.
I think it has to for it to even work.
Yeah. Guy, you do kind of begin to feel the disguise self fading, though.
Luckily for me, since it is
A cantrip.
a cantrip, and I can cast it at will, I can just kind of refresh it.
Yep. He kind of starts walking in the direction of town. A lot of the other dwarfs are following. It seems like everyone's
we'll
kind of
cut-
wrapped up work for the day.
We'll catch up just a bit. We just have to I just need a little bit more of a breather, if I'm being completely honest with you.
All good, all good.
We'll see you guys back at the tavern.
All right.
And as soon as they're out of sight, I take off disguise self because that's exhausting.
All right. You are fucking tuckered out.
I don't think I've ever worked so hard in my entire life.
For free, yeah.
That was
Yeah,
quite
is this not paid
You get drinks.
work?
You get
You get
we-
paid
we're
if you're
contracted.
licensed.
We're contractors.
You didn't discuss any payment with the foreman. You didn't even meet the foreman.
No, we didn't, and we're not going to because we don't really
We
want
count
any.
our
We beat the
lumber and
money out
weight,
of
and
them.
we get paid from that.
I feel like
Okay.
Corey's just adapted to this lifestyle now.
We're
He's just
about-
become a himbo.
You know, I need to start working on getting like gold because I only have 3 gold to my name.
Wow. I
Or-
can loan you some gold. Holy shit, dude.
I don't need your charity. I want to earn it.
Broke
I just need to
ass.
start doing stuff to earn it.
But at least we are getting paid in free drinks.
All right. So, what do you guys do
Alright.
from here? Are you guys heading back towards town?
I wanted to mostly just recap a little bit before we head toward town.
Hey,
So,
talk amongst yourselves or with me.
fellas, we're on their good
Yeah.
side. We're already on their good side. I think all we need, and this is why I brought up getting drunk, is I think all we need is to get him drunk enough to be able to open up a little bit
I see,
about
I see.
about things that he normally wouldn't, and all it'll take is a little bit of poking and prying from us,
Yes, yes.
but it shouldn't take much.
No,
And
that's
then-
a good idea.
We'll at least know his intention. And if I need to, I don't want to have to do this, but if I need to, I'm hoping that if I get him drunk enough, I can cast
Fuck
a
him.
suggestion spell on him, and have him drop the race entirely. But I would prefer if there was more fair play.
Yes, of course. We don't know if he's actually guilty of anything yet, so.
Exactly. I don't want to poke and prod around someone that's a genuine nice person if it's not necessary.
Alright. Well, I think that's a sufficient plan. Let's count up our lumber and see if we get those drinks now.
I think it was already like
Yeah, it was 30 to 27.
30 28. So
Oh.
they're paying.
I was not paying attention. I was so immersed in
And your wood cutting.
in my wood cutting. Yes, of course.
I got
Yes,
a
of
wife
course,
to
it's
return
not
home
nice.
and a family to feed. Ooh boy. All right.
All right, yeah, let's head back to the tavern.
So as you kind of make your way back to the tavern, you do see Avner and T kind of just enjoying a nice cup of coffee outside the same bakery. Looks like it's actually about to close early today, as the two are just kind of munching on some food. It seems like they've been busy. This is shortly after you guys went to explore the town.
Alrighty. Before we finish making it all the way into town, I cast disguise self over myself again
All right.
to appear as the dwarf again. Gruden.
Yep.
And this is also after I pass by T, so that I don't confuse him too much.
All right.
Oh my god, Gruden?
All right. So T, Avner, what do you guys do here?
Well, I want to know if since T stole a shit ton of things, did T steal anything that would be any sort of proof as to whether or not this person might be shady?
Ask T.
T?
It's funny you asked this. Yeah, they run in a circle.
It's just
I pull out the letter.
Okay.
It's a bundle of letters, by the way.
Well, bundle. I forgot what it's called. Centarum.
The Zentarum.
Yes, this is Zentarum.
Yeah.
Wait, so the
So-
Zentarum, is that a group of people that we defeated?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the bitch
Yes.
lady that tried to invade the town.
Yes.
And wasn't that like that was supposed to be like an entire thing, and we just fucked over the whole encounter and just like
Mhm.
cheesed it?
No.
Well,
No?
whenever we like blew up the
Yeah,
Yeah,
didn't we
you-
just like take a bunch of dynamite to it?
That's what Silder wanted to do.
Oh,
You were morally objective to it, but everyone else is like, no, we want to blow up some people.
yeah.
And guy was
Yeah, I
like, all
remember.
right.
I remember thinking that was a little bit fucked up.
All right.
Anyways,
So I found these, and they have the Zentarum seal, and let's just say the Zentarum is not good people.
Okay.
We have faced them before, and they're. I don't feel like reading, but I'll read.
So as you kind of pull out the first letter, moving it aside, it seems to be documentation for a new name. It says former name O'Brien, new name Froth, and you're reading this out loud as well, and you're both able to kind of discern that Shander's lying about his name for some reason.
Okay.
And there's a symbol and a text at the bottom that says, courtesy of my organization, Nerith. I look forward to our partnership, friend. That is the first letter.
I'm
And
gonna take half of the bundle.
All right.
There you go.
So, working through your half of the bundle, you're kind of joining in midway through his story. Seems like this is about a year old, and it looks like Shander has moved from Targos to Goodmead, and he seems to be working as some sort of agent for the town speaker of Targos. From what you've gathered, he's speaking in a manner and like addressing events that only a town speaker would attend, that sort of thing. He's not very quiet about it because he believes these letters are secure. It also seems like these are transported in between times where he's not in Targos, as it seems as if through the letters that he travels quite often to share information from Goodmead. Seems like most recently he's been discussing the Verbeeg attack and a group of adventurers who have recently come into town. Nerith, however, he does not like the adventurers that are spoken of. The following is such as, these adventurers has caused my organization some trouble in the past. See to it that they're dealt with. Or see to it that they don't get too nosy. Either or, but you know which one will impress me, dwarf.
so it sounds like, and I was tuned up for just a second. Is that saying like that the Zentarum like have something over him?
Yes,
And, like,
it
he
seems
has-
like it.
Like he's not wanting this, kind of being forced into it.
He doesn't seem to be entirely against it,
No?
especially
Okay.
as it's discussing him taking through, falsifying an election, that sort of thing, that Shander will be taking the election no matter what as an agent for the Zentarum, which he's happy to no longer be a bit of a lower class person within the group, finally getting some sort of respect.
Okay.
But you
Moving
don't
up in
know
the ranks
this.
a little
You
bit.
don't know this since you went to
Right.
the meat hall.
Right. And also, around how much longer do you think this session's going to be going?
I'll tap it out at the end of the day if you gotta go. If anyone else wants to keep playing, they can keep playing.
Yeah, I think
I think we could end it at the end of the day.
All right.
I think I'm gonna lie down because
It'd work for a good cliffhanger.
All right.
my sickness and sneezes are needing me
Your
away
COVID?
from my COVID-19 disease. No, I just keep sneezing and having a runny nose, and I swear every time I'm talking, it's just.
Don't downplay it, bro. It's COVID.
T, from your half of the letters, you were able to discern that Shander is actually being blackmailed for a murder he committed.
Oh fuck!
Seems he killed another dwarf in cold blood in the city of Mirabar. You're not familiar where Mirabar is, you've never heard of it, but it seems as if the Zentarum stepped in and offered him an out.
All right.
I
If
share this information with Abner.
If somebody could
just
take
step in.
some short notes for the rest of the session, I do think I'm gonna step out, guys.
Good night.
All right.
It
Feel
has
better,
been
man.
awesome. I feel like this session went really well, and role playing has gone really well. And I feel like we've made like I'm getting like season 1 vibes. We're just kind of like moving through it. We're getting shit done. We're like working from task to task, splitting the party a little bit. I had a good session, guys.
Oh yeah.
Hell
I'll
yeah.
see you
I'm
next
really
week, my
glad we're getting
friend.
back into it. I'll see you guys next week.
All right. Well, man.
Deuces.
Feel free to shout yourself out if you'd like before you leave.
I am Nickel
Great.
Arcade on all platforms. You guys are fantastic. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I will see you guys next week.
What a good lad. Adios, Nick.
Pray for
Adios.
him.
He didn't shout on his way out.
So, T, you've also discerned that this is in fact the town speaker of Targos that he is writing to. 100%. It is Nerith Maxildandar. Merith Maxildandar. It's a hard name. Here, I'll put it in chat.
Yeah, I have no clue like how to spell that.
And like the last bit of information, it does seem like he is trying to turn Goodmead to his side and slowly gain a footing throughout the Council of Speakers for some reason that he's not too specific about. What do you two do from here?
I think that kind of concludes our. Is there anything else of?
That's basically a lot of information you've gathered to your knowledge. You can't really think of anything else. You could possibly attempt to go to Targos before the week's over to gather any information, from the man himself, breaking into his home maybe. All up to you. You could give the information to the lady who hired you. You could spread it. Basically, this is all in your hands.
Yeah, I'm gonna head my way over to the meadery.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna regroup with Corey and Havner and Guy and share this information and also meet you at the meadery.
All right.
So be stealthy and stay safe.
All right. So you two get there. T kind of pulls everyone towards him, hands the letters around. You two are, and the information is spread around between everyone. It's not long before Guy gets pulled back into the crowd of dwarves. He seems to be very intoxicated already. And basically, is there anything else you guys would like to do?
I think that's it.
All right. Then, if there's nothing else anyone wants to do, I think that's where we'll call it tonight.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Thank you all for watching. I've been Viper Axes, the DM. We have Avatar, who's played by Sky Live, Avner Luthrine, who's played by Jackson Such, Corey Krunk, played by Nene808/Schmuck, and lastly
Word.
T, the Eefling is Silent, who is played by Weedwhacker420. Anything you guys would like to say before I end it?
Thanks for
Be good
watching and
people.
listening.
Thank you
About
for
it.
listening.
What if I want to be a
watching,
bad person?
Don't be bad people. Be good
Be-
people.
Be bad people if you want to, but only to family.
But only with your
members.
parents' permission.
Yeah.
Remember,
Hey,
everyone.
I got one thing to say. Hey, if you listen this far, like the video. We need some more likes, guys.
Comment.
Like and
Comment.
Like the
subscribe.